salamu geni sawa yapani mashakil bijere salam bi wasulu kanina kulu ibu badu ya jama mashakil bijere salam bi wasulu salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam Mafiko salam de mabina di peja kwani na 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 kan pelet mafiko salam de mabina di pelet ya kwani na 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 kan shoko gato mafiko salam de mabina di shoko ya kwani na 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 salam salam alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam. This is all we need in our family, in our country. Salam, salam ya oni na dairo. Fiyunuk Sudan. Unana, is number one. Aku gini sawa, okot ma oko, gini sawa kuye. Jeran ma jeran gini sawa, sapi ma sapi gini sawa kuye. Gebila ma gebila gini sawa, bele ma bele gini sawa kuye. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam, salam alaikum. Alaikum.
Waiting for a few more to tune in.
Mama nesitu gali de umon ya ukara bojena de mababa
ya tanas taningan itu Between good evening, Uncle John. Waiting for a few more to tune in. Yes, indeed. It's morning. Is it 3 in the morning in your end? Kusara delete mama. Kusara delete papa. Kusara delete mama. Kusara delete papa. This is the last song. Please help us by sharing it. We will start after this song.
So this is super beats. So what it's
After
actually
this song, we will start.
nitric oxide your body.
If you can help us by sharing it, that would be awesome.
Please listen carefully.
Wow, it's 2:44 a.m. It's too early.
Saman kulu biasa nu mahal buat iweno. Saman kulu biasa nu solde masa kajai. Anita baby setena kulu jambu ista. Alisa tumaru pinta, bikelinde sabita hii. Alisa tumaru pinta, bikelinde kolita hii. Alisa tumaru pinta, bikelinde jufata hii. Alisa tumainita, bikelinde ahaltai. Nasi abahinda, kanita mendugu, naswere ahamkati, kanita mendugu, naswere abahinda, kanita mendugu, naswere ahamkati, kanita mendugu,
Okay, we will start.
Mata kutuba lenas, alti wonu swesim taki, amono hajat tata kibes, asma kalam tanas sarwes, albi saidita befikra wes, kanu okisa, kanu fikira, kanu wonusa, kanu doria, lanu finas tanin bija, bija ubina kanu fogo, umon bikeli mogali, itaza tumaru fainu, itaza tumaru fesu, kaninta sumarumon, ajata kibikarabu, yala mambi wanusu, yala mambi ataku, mata sibumon,
Takkan sambalan, takkan fiajataki.
mata sibumon,
Takkan sambalan, takkan fiajataki.
lakabata,
Soso,
fitina kaman,
soso,
wanusunas,
soso.
mata dakal fajar tanas, guruzo beteriga
Towaku,
ala yao kalan kuzete, ala yao
Arab
arab sababte,
sabate,
mafizon bi
Arab
arab sababte,
sabate,
ujur ma bi
Arab
arab sababte,
sabate,
sahara ma bi arab
Arab
sababte,
sabate,
shetan ma bi
Arab
arab sababte,
sabate.
ashan kida sibu ana,
Sidana,
mata dakal
bukan
fajar
senjatai,
mata tabu ana bilai,
Nilai,
mata doru ana
tai,
mata sibu mondo,
Takkan sambalan, takkan dihajataki.
mata sibu mondo,
Takkan sambalan, takkan dihajataki.
lakabata,
Soso,
fitina kaman,
soso,
wanusunas,
soso. Please help us by sharing it, please. Help us by sharing our show. I will appreciate if you can share it. Go ahead, share it in the groups, people that you know. And then we'll start after this song.
Kelpiki wajaza mantawila shaka mtana sali batalie. Ibu kutu waranasi, iwonu suwa manaye, itamaru ya sabi. Mata sibu mondo,
Takkan sambalan, takkan dihajataki.
mata sibu mondo,
Takkan sambalan, takkan dihajataki.
lakabata,
Soso,
fitina kaman,
soso.
uwanu sunas, soso.
make sure you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear my voice? Is my voice clear? Can someone send a thumb up telling me whether you guys can hear me clearly? And, and please help us by sending likes, heart, so that we can have a strong video. If you don't mind, keep sending us like and heart. I will really appreciate if you can do that. Send us like and heart. I would really appreciate if you can do that. Also, try to share it on your wall, and also start inviting people. We have a very important topic tonight, but rather I want to make sure that you guys can hear me clearly. Can someone write something or send me a thumb up telling me that whether you guys can hear me before we start our topic? And also, if you can help us by inviting people, and also send it to any groups that you know, so that our friends can come and join us. I would really appreciate if you can do that. But I want to make sure that my voice is clear before I proceed. Want to make sure someone can write, yes, we can hear you. That would be great. Or send me a thumb up. I want to make sure that the voice is clear. Do that, please. And let me acknowledge people that are here. We have Uncle John Guy. Uncle John Guy is here. He comes on time, even though it's 2:44 a.m. in UK. But he managed to come to be part of Loud and Clear. Thank you, Abu Layla. Thank you. Thank you. Uh, thank you, Uncle John, for even 3 in the morning, but you become part of this Family Common Sense show. I thank you for your commitment, and would love to hear from you soon. If you can help us by sharing it, and also keep sending us like or heart, one of these two, so that our video will be strong. I will really appreciate if you can do that. And thank you for the confirmation, my brother Abu Layla. We also have Beef. What's up, Beef? Good to see you. As always, we are very happy to see you, that you join us today with this topic. Good to see you, and please help us by sharing it. I thank you for likes, and if you do likes and heart, I will appreciate that. We also have Margaret Paul. What's up, Margaret? I salute you, Margaret. Good to see you. As you always come to Family Common Sense, we'd love to see you again, and we are so honored to see you. Thank you for coming in. We also have Bol Riak. What's up, Bol? What's up? What's up, brother? Good to see you as always. Welcome to Family Common Sense, where you drop your sense. It's an awesome also to see you being part of today's topic or today's discussions. Good to see you. We have our Uncle John Sean Mai. What's up, Uncle John? Good to see you as well. And thank you also for coming in. It's always honor to see you in our platform, and we will thank you for joining and stopping by. That means a lot to us. Abu Layla says loud and clear. Good to see you, Abu Layla. As always, your contributions means a lot to us, means a lot to a Family Common Sense show where you drop your sense. Always good to see you, and your impact, your word of encouragement, word of wisdom always means a lot to Family Common Sense show as well. It means a lot to the community of South Sudan in large. By you coming in, it's wonderful to give us a word of wisdom. Always good to see you. It says loud and clear. We have brother Borek says Good evening, Brother Gailam. Good evening to you as well. Good to see you as always. Nakumet, the Queen. What's up? What's up? What's up, Cuz? Good to see you as always, and good. Thank you for being part of Family Common Sense, where you drop your sense. Please help us also by sharing it. I would really appreciate if you can click, just share it on your wall, invite friends, family member, anybody that you know, and if you can also help us sharing it on the groups, any groups that you know, share our uh, Family Common Sense show. That would be great. We have Diana Phillip. What's up, Diana? Good to see you, Diana. It's another day, another dollar, like they say. It's good to see you always. Thank you for stopping by. And there's many more to come. Before I start, let's thank all our viewers for your commitment. It means a lot. It's wonderful to see. We cannot do it without you guys, without your presence, without your uh, sharing it on your platform, on your wall, and that means a lot to Family Common Sense Show. We are here to make difference. We are here to negotiate together and try to highlight some things that are happening in our community, things that need to be addressed and that's why your thoughts and ideas means a lot. Even though during the week sometime you will see there's a lot of shows going on at the same time, you know, but that's it does not mean that we will stop. We will continue doing our things as normal. Our shows usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, twice a week. We start at 8:30 till 11, which is 2.5 hours the max. Sometimes it depends on people that comes in. Sometime due to work, they come in late. So we always would like to honor them and give them some time to tell us what they have, even though they come in late. But it does not mean that we will punish them. It does not mean that we will not give them a chance. Some people they have a different timing too when it comes to break. So they come in as the day goes. They can. Sometimes they want us to invite them in specific time because they are working. Maybe they want to participate in their break time or their lunch time. So I'll be watching the comments down below, and I'll be monitoring any negative comments. We will not tolerate it. We have no choice than to delete your comments that does not make sense at all. So please help us by being positive. We're here to learn. Of course, we can agree to disagree. We are not experts, but we are here into this. We are all try to make difference in our society, try to make difference in our community, as well in our country. And that's why it's always good to be positive because the impact we are doing now it's reflecting who we are as being as Southerns, as South Sudanese people in general. So we try to come out with things that are effective, affect our people in diaspora, and also the same issue. I'm sure that people also have the same problem back home. So now we've been joined by Helen Mozi. Good to see you, Helen. Please also help us, continue help us by sharing it. The topic of today, it's about our youth. Our youth, we don't know what's wrong. Something went wrong somewhere, and they end up in jail. Uh, so what can we do as parents? Why this kind of attitude goes on, not only in the U.S. not only in Canada, not only in Australia, but in uh, also in Europe too, as well. So, what is it? Why our children are, being arrested? And whose fault is that? Is it our fault as community, or is it uh, parents' problems? Whose fault is that, and why? Uh, and another thing that I noticed that we also look at our children whenever a child go to jail or in prisons. We always label them that they are criminals. Let's also have different thoughts about this. Maybe it's not their fault. Maybe it was set up. Someone set them up, and they end up in jail. So let's not judge before knowing what went wrong. The thing about Junubin, we always rush. When someone go to jail, we always say like, zola karamo khalas. This guy become, or khalas. It's not even worth it in the community. He cannot be trusted. He cannot even be part of the community. Maybe it was a setup, and that's why. Let's look at it in a big picture. Let's not just quick when it comes to this things that is going on. Uh, okay, Abu Layla said here, I will share my views when I get time. It's very important topic. Thank you, and we always would love to hear from you. Thank you, Sister Helen, by continue sending likes and continue sending hearts. It means a lot. Please help us by doing that. Continue sending hearts, likes, and also try to uh, share our platform in any groups that you know with your friends and family. We really appreciate that. So now we have some people joining. We have KG Natombe. Good to see you. Emmanuel Oshan. Good to see you as well. And thank you guys for stopping by. So let's not rush when our loved one, our children, our youth, when they're involved in the problems. Let's try to help them. And the thing here, when they feel like not welcome in our society, that's when they will continue using or continue joining the gangs because they feel like they've been left behind. They felt like they're not welcome in the community anymore. They're not welcome in their family anymore. So let's try to think and try to give a second thought about this. Is it there or no? Let me drop the link and please come join us. Let's make difference in our society. We are here to make difference. We are here to discuss and try to see what need to be done. I dropped the link here, and shortly we will see people are coming in. So when our children goes to jail, is it because the parents? Of course, the divorce rate has a big impact in our family. When uh, father is not around, the mother's away, there's no supervisions. That's when our children turn to be something else, especially in the age of 16 all the way to 21, 22 years old. From 16 to 22, this is the critical age that our children meet us the most. From 16 years old all the way till 21 or 22 years old. If your child will pass that age without any problem, then knowing that your child will will make it through. Eventually, in age of 22, they're supposed to be finished with their schooling. This age of 22, they're supposed to get their bachelor degree. And if I'm not mistaken, 22 or 23, the max, they're supposed to be graduating from the universities, or at least if they want to further their educations, that's when they usually go higher or they go for more study. Thank you, David. John, David, good to see you, my brother. It's always good to see you. So, so this is the thing that we need to talk about rather this week. Uh, when our children goes to jail, let's not rush and label them that they are bad people. Let's not show them, that they become useless. They are not worthy anymore. They're not good anymore. It's good to give our children, to our youth, a second chance. And you should ask yourself how many times have you done wrong? How many times you have done things and you ask for forgiveness? I'm sure you have done so many things that need people to forgive you. So when it comes to our children, when they go to jail once, it does not mean that they're bad now. It does not mean that, halas, let's leave them alone now. Let's try to bring them close and try to find out what went wrong. What can we do in order for us to to help them? Maybe it's a time that with the things that they have seen in jail, with the trauma, and they've been traumatized, and they have seen a lot while they're in jail. So uh, it's good to maybe they need help. So the people that will try to help them is us, as parents. We are the first people supposed to step in and try to do something about it, rather than telling him or her that you become a bad person. Now you become a gangster. You know, get out of my house. I don't want to see you, etc. That will not help. That's not the spirit of of saving our children's. Uh, let's have a second thought. Uh, Nobody in this society, in this world, that is perfect. Maybe they have uh, chosen the wrong friends and they set them up. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, but to me, I rather say it would be good to look at it and have second thoughts about it. Uh, our youth are going through a lot, killings, end up in jails, in prisons, and they really need people like you and I to try to see what are the ways that we can help them. Uh, and especially if you're away from them, if you don't care, you're only focusing on yourself without taking care of them, without talking to them, that's when we usually have a big problem. It's important to, when your child have things, when you see a child is changing, behaving differently, acting differently, it means something not right. And the only person that can tell or can even go closer is the biological parents, uh, to know they are the one that can save the child. Community are there to just comfort and to give word of encouragement, but the most people that are supposed to be targeted or supposed to be responsible for your child act are your biological parents. Let's say that if the mother is not around, the father is not around, sorry, when the father is not around, only the mother is around, then we have an issue. It's required for both parents to be present in order for a child to grow healthy. And it also requires for both parents to sacrifice for the children until they make it through. What I mean about that is to spend and give your time. When you give your time, not just sitting with them at home, no, get to know them one by one. Get to know them. What do they like? What do they don't like? Don't just allow them to spend time on their phone without get to know your children. No, you need to set up rules that it's okay to be in your phone, but now it's one-on-one time. This is a time that I want you to spend time with me as a father, one-on-one. Let's try to talk. Let's try to see how was your day, how are your friends, and if you do that, you are saving the child not involved in gangs activity. You're saving a child to even that child will know that there's somebody's there to comfort him, even if he's losing his mind or when he sees things are not correct, are not going right. Then he will know that the only person that I can talk to and be open to, it's my dad or my mom. But we have to do extra job in order for the children to know that we are there for them. We are there to help them. We are there to make difference. We are there to, whenever they fall in temptation, whenever uh, they are in trouble, let them feel like, oh, you know what, my parents are there. You know what, I think I'll talk to my dad. He will find solution. But whenever you are away and far away from without even thinking, that's when the bad friends they will come and they will try to manipulate and they try to mess up your child's life by setting them up. Either maybe sometime they can go and break into the car, try to steal a car, and those are the things that the children youth always involved in. You know, robbery. You know, they can go to store and rob the store, convenience store, gas stations. They try to steal, from people cars and hijacking cars and stuff like that. Those are the things that usually youth or children are always involved in it. And this is the critical years that I mentioned earlier, the age of 15 or maybe 16 all the way to 22 or 21. It is the time that your child needs you the most. If you're busy in life, running, doing errands, working two jobs, please try to consider that, reconsider that you know what, my child needs me. I will make time to talk to him. I will try to make time to see if I can make some changes in that child's life, right? Because when they become successful, the credit goes to you and the thanks goes to you as parents. And but if your child have a bad behaviors or a behaviors of going to in and out, going to jail in and out, who need to be blamed here? So it's something that we must think about it as parents, and we must uh, acknowledge and say that you know what, it's our fault as parents, uh, and that's why I urge all of us to humble yourself and try to rethink, rethink again, and try to find if there's a solution, if there's something that you can do in order for you to save your children's. This is the topic of today, brother, and I will send the link again, and we'll be waiting for you. Come and tell us what need to be done, why things are not going accordingly. Is it our children's fault, or it is our fault as parents? You know, so let's not label our children that they are bad when they if they went to jail. Let's have a second thought. Maybe because he was trying to find his way out. He's trying to find ways to see what routes he need to take. Maybe he's trying to feel like, okay, my friends, they're tough. I want to be like them. I want to be a part of their life. So let me give it a try. And the innocent child, the first day that he's trying, you know, without his luck, that will be the day that he was arrested or be caught. You don't know when the police will come and catch you. But maybe you assume that, you know what, let me give it a shot. And you end up in jail because your friend sets you up. Because your friend sets you up. So now, this innocent child has made a wrong decision. He make a wrong decisions, and now he end up in jail, end up in prisons for something that he have not even thought about it. He have not think about it twice. Have not even talked to his father, to his parents about it. That hey, I have wrong friends and they want us to do this. I have wrong friends. Uh, they want me to do this and I don't feel like doing it. But if you're there to listen to your child, if you're there, your child will know that there's somebody there I will go and talk to. 100% you will save your child from entering that kind of lifestyle. 100% you will try to encourage your child not to do that because they will not earn anything from it, they will not gain anything from it but to mess up their life, end up in jail for the rest of their life. Maybe they're involved in shooting, killing. Then that's any child that have a bright future. Now everything is messed up. It's because he or she follow wrong people, wrong friends, people that have no visions. You know, happy Tuesday, queer team. So and that's why things are things need to be addressed in a way that we look at it that you know what we have to do something. Don't assume and don't be judgmental when it comes to seeing your children's are in jail. Always have a second thoughts. And to be honest, I blame the parents because if you invest your time with your children's, guess what? I assure you that you can save their life. I will guarantee you that you can make a difference. You need to go get to know them. Do an extra mile. Don't just wait for them to come and talk to you whenever they have problem. Go and try to identify the problems before it get worse. When when your children sees you that you could be somebody that they can trust, guess what? Your child will be open. He will open his heart for you. He will talk to you freely. Even if his friends they try to set him up, he will come and address. He will come and talk to you. You know what, Dad? I have a problem. Mom, I have a problems. There's I have friends that are try to set me up and etc. See, you can save their life by volunteering your life, volunteer yourself, your time to talk to them. Most of us we usually wait when it's too late, and now we are blaming our children that they have chosen the wrong friends. Ofima knows that we are the root cause of it because we are not there. We are not there to make difference in their life. We are not there to try to encourage them. We are not there to try to see what they're thinking. What do they have in their mind? Who are they? Who are your sons talk to or your daughters? You get to know their friends, people the people that you talk to, and from there you will know if something wrong. If something went wrong, you can tell. But if you distance yourself from them, then that's when our children, get lost because there's no supervisions. Nobody there is trying to supervise them and try to direct them and show them the right way. So let's not try to label our children when they go to jail that, hey, now those kids, they have no future. They become useless. They become gangster. They become criminals and try to call names to a child. Those names will remain in their life forever. But whenever you come to them with open heart and try to tell them, you know what, it's okay, my son. I noticed that when you have you took some wrong decisions, but it wasn't you. I know it wasn't you. I know it was set up, but I'm still proud of you, my son, that you are going to change your life. Yes, be close to them. Try to let them hear good thing that they want to hear. Let's not judge them because of a simple mistake. Let's not be harsh to them. In fact, you're trying to keep them away from your life. In fact, you're trying to make them run away from you. And when they see that they will not be welcome, what they will do, they will continue doing what they are doing. They will continue with their behaviors, and they will continue doing wrong things because you have not welcomed them with a pure heart. You have not welcomed them with a pure heart. And that's why I encourage all the fathers that let's take it easy. Let's not rush. Let's try to find the root cause, what went wrong, and then maybe you will find out that your child is a victim. And when you find out, of course, you're going to do your best to make sure for them to know his mistakes or how they will learn from there. Guess what? Now your children can continue going to school with an open heart. Your children can continue going to school with a pure heart. Now they have learned their mistakes, they have learned their past. What they will do now, they will make the right choice by choosing a wise friends, or they will try to choose friends that will move them forward. Those bad friends that set him up or set her up, I'm sure now he will make the right decisions. Hi, Mama Flora, good to see you. Good morning to me, and good evening to my dear sons. I hope everything is well. Of course, Mom, everything is well, and I thank God for everything, for a new day. Let me welcome people that came in. We have Mama Flora, we have Yangi Juma, and we have Kuwera Tim, Nawal Kudi, and David John. Also, those are the people that just tune in. So far we have 22. Please help us by sending likes, heart, and by also sharing it because this is a very important topic regarding our youth, regarding us of our childrens. Our childrens are going through a lot, but maybe we are the cause of it. And whenever they go to jail, maybe it was a setup. Someone set them up. One of their friends set them up. because we are not there to direct them. And this is the age that they really need us the most. Like I mentioned earlier, 15 all the way to 22. You know, you spend time, give an extra time for them. Get to know them one by one. The way they act, the way they talk, the way they behave, the way they even uh, respond. And you can tell from each and every one of your children. I'm sure you know the way they act based. They are kids, they are blood. You will know them one by one, and you can tell who can be who can be a troublemaker and who can't. So if you're blessed with four or five or even more, uh, it is very important to spend time with them individually and also spend time with them, all of them together as group, because it's good for them to interact together. It's good for them to know each other by laughing together, joking together, playing together, and take them out, all of them together. You know, they will the relationship will be even more stronger when you spend time with them individually and then spend time with them as family, all of them together. You will see, sure, you will see the connection is very strong. You will see that the love will grow and they will stick together as family. And then if you continue with these traditions, guess what? Next 5 years, if one of them fall into temptation, the other will intervene and try to educate or try to give encouragement to the others, right? So it's important for you to bring them all together. And it's important for you to spend time individually. Okay? So by us doing that, uh, if you're not around, then they will be open to their brothers. They will be open to talk to themselves. Baram kida, they will be open, and if someone is in trouble or someone have issue, uh, he will go and talk to his brothers. See, and that's why it's very important, very important, for you to make sure that your children are all together. You got to make sure that your children are all united. This and this is the thing here that we need to address and try to see your input. What can you say about this? What need to be done? Children are in jail. How can we save them? How can we talk to them? And whenever they're in fall temptations, let's not label them that they're criminals. Let's not rush to call them or to give them names for a single mistakes that they have done. Let's try to find the root cause of it. Let's try to find out what went wrong. Maybe he's trying to show that he's tough among his friends. Maybe he was bullied a lot at school and he tried to show that I'm tough. Yes, I can do anything. Maybe he's trying to show that, you know what, I'm a man now. I can try everything. In the end, they will fall in temptations, and now your child's in trouble. So let's look at the things in a bigger picture. When you look at the problem in a bigger picture, you're going to find and see what's going on. We have our Uncle John Guy is here. Oga?
Ogwe, Ogwe,
Oga, I salute you.
Ugwe,
Igwe.
Igwe.
It has been a long,
Yeah.
it has been a while, Uncle John. Where have you been? Good to tell, maybe you went and now you become a general or chief staff or something in South Sudan. Hmm?
والله يا ريت يا اخي والله لكن يا اخي جماعه ديل انا ما اثين انا كان زي كلام النوير بيقولوا كان كتو انا وهم ما حل واحد مننا ما بنجده. Yeah.
انا كده ما بنجي تقول
لا ما بنجدوا لانه هم جماعه ديل خايفين من اي زول جاي من abroad كويس. يعني they just assuming انت لانه انت you are coming now to take their position.
That's it, and that's the mentality. Yeah, that
yeah.
they have.
And you can get killed, huh? You can get killed by cold blood without any reason.
It's true.
And then after they kill you, and then they will start crying at your funeral and feeling sorry. So what is the point of this?
Bigger too late.
Bigger too late. Well, we didn't know. Like one time I saw in the movie, with Shuain Negar or something like that. So some people they come and shoot, and they shot somebody, and then later they said wrong man.
Oh.
Okay.
And the person was already dead.
And they're already dead. شوف يعني شوف حاجات شوف مصايب بتاع الدنيا ده. انت ممكن تنضرب في شارع عشان انت بتشبه واحد تاني عامل جريمه.
Exactly.
والله الدنيا ده لا يعني انت لو انت قاعد زول كويس وبس ما عندك اي مشكله مع اي زول ربنا خلقه زيك قال بيخلق 40 من الشبح، انت بيجي بيدخلك في جريمه.
That's true.
عشان انت تشبهه. يا اخي يا جماعه.
Oh, let's welcome Uncle John. Good to see you. So
yeah, thank you.
We have this topic. I'm sure that you have read. And what's your input to this?
Well, my input on this, sometimes when the doctor opened his private clinic, he will stay there. He wait until the patient came and explain how they are feeling and explain the problem that they have. Now we are like a doctor. We are opening our clinic, wanting to resolve and solve problem that facing our children.
Yes.
But the problem, our children that to themselves, they didn't give other hand to asking for help. They don't want any help from us. Okay? Because they think what they are doing is right. This is the case here. And the problem is starting when the parents start migrating to America or to Australia or to Europe. Okay, they did not have in their mind that our children are going to get lost there. What they put in their mind, they tell our children are going to be the best, better education, and they will be perfect, good, very good children. That is the dream of their parents. But the problem when they reach there, when they stay there, the child is starting from school. Is let's say from 4 years old. You start when they reach the 13 years old, they start breaking up. They start dismissing them from school.
Yes.
Okay. So here, when they come home, the problem here, when they come home, because as you said, you must invest. As you said, the parent need to invest time.
Yes.
To help the children. But here, if the father just into night shift, quiz, night shift working, and during the day he will just sleep. In the evening, when the children coming, the father is going to work. And who is staying at home sometimes is the mother. And the mother has a problem with them because now these children, they are the only one in the family who stayed in school, who studied in school for 7 years, more than the parents. They are the only one who stay in the school, study in the school for 7 years. That 7 years, they overlook the parents. Overlook the parents' advice because they think they have learned enough. Okay, so they don't. So they began to misbehave themselves. They don't listen to the mother because the mother is still cannot. Even some children, they cannot understand what is their mother talking about, whether in English or in a Nuer. Okay, because they are not considered to understand Nuer well to the mother tongue. Exactly. Some of them, they don't even. They said, I can understand, but I cannot speak. See? If a child can understand but cannot speak, can you understand the motherland, the mother tongue, and the child also cannot, and the child also cannot the basic Arabic juba with God one is builder. They cannot understand that. Okay, so both this language, the child don't understand them. Okay, and the mother has no. You know, I began to think about if our children start in school and the mother also have another school there, learning together, studying together with her children, I think that would help very much because the most important person who can who can understand, who can teach the children is the mother. Okay, and then the father will come and add more. Okay, but always at the food time, at the morning time, is always the mother is with them.
Yes.
Okay. Sometimes you see the father is sitting in the dining room there. He don't know what is going on there with the children. Okay. So this is the basic. This is the real problem. If we really want to help these children, because yesterday I've been talking with one child. I've been talking with him. I said, look, listen, we have a problem here.
Hi, Amel.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Very good.
I said, listen,
Good.
we have a problem here. We as your parents. He said, what? I said, okay, what? Listen to me. Listen to me. I will explain to you. Yes. I told that child, you see, we, the parents, the father and the mother, we have the old gift that God bless us when we got you. Okay, so all those bless, we want to forward it. We want to give that bless to you as our children. We want to give that bless that, like written in the Bible, they said, respect the father and the mother, so they bless you to live long in this world.
Yes.
It is not blessed to live long only. It is a blessed to be a winner at any competition, to be a successful, to be a perfect, to be a very good. So listen. So look at the most professional and most champion in the world. You see the Anthony Anthony Joshua Anthony, the boxer. Joshua Anthony is the famous, but he was brought up with mother, and he loved his mother so much. He was obeying his mother. كويس؟ شوف في واحد اسمه لينو لويس برضه. He was brought up with her by his mother. He said, oh yeah. He said, okay, oh yeah. See, these children now, those champions, they love their mother and they have the full bless from their mother. Okay, that's why they become successful. Okay, but you children, you disobedient. You don't listen to your mom. You don't listen to your dad. That's why you fail when you try to get something there. Even if you want to steal, you will get caught because you don't have bless for that stealing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you want to pass the exam in school, you fail because you don't have a bless from your mom and father to be successful in that school. Okay. So that is why you end up on the end of in prison. Okay. So listen now I give him another example, like this guy called Cristiano, the champion, the footballer, who play football, play with Real Madrid or this guy. The young people, they know him very well, Cristiano. Okay. Like this guy, he made a documentary about his mother. He cared very, very much. He told his bodyguard and everything. He told them, when I'm playing, please shut up the TV. I don't want my mom to see me when I'm playing because she will get shocked, and if you fall down or anything accident happen. You know. So I told the boy, this is the bless from the mother. See, when you have the bless of your mother, it is approved by God. You will live in this world and you're very successful man. Okay, another bless, the bless of why Obama come and rule America. Obama was brought up by his grandmother, the white lady. He hold Obama with his two hands. Okay. Yes. And Obama became very successful without any criminal record since he was a child. Okay. So when Obama was going on in the election, his grandmother passed away. Okay, like as if he has a mission. He has a mission. He's saying, "Let me go and convince the dead people also for you to take this position." Okay. He passed. He's the only black man. But even just Jackson, he tried many times. He couldn't make it. And I saw Jesse Jackson in that time. He was crying at the celebration with Obama. Okay, he was crying tears of joy. That is what I'm saying. You know, in this world, you know, even you Gaindam, you are where you reach there, where you reach now. It is you have so many blessings from your mom and from your dad. Okay, that is why. And if God give you children, that is the proof of from God that bless your mother give to you. God it is accepted and give it to you. Yeah, and make the dream come true. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you,
So
Uncle
we
John.
need.
We're gonna come back to you. Now we have
Okay.
Amel. I set up the time now for 6 minutes. Then we'll be going back and forth. Uh, Amel, it has been a while.
Good, I know. I'm so
Huh?
sorry. I just my schedule tend to change, and a lot of things. Like, honestly, even now, I just saw the show. And I was like, let me show up before I get out of the house again. My
Oh,
son's schedule is really crazy. It's really
yeah, you told
crazy.
me about it. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Good to see you.
So
Good to see you, sis, as always.
me too. Good to see all of you guys, and thank you for everybody asking about me. I appreciate that. It's only It is what it is. So I'm trying my best. So
Yes,
my heart
yes.
always with you guys, and I pray for the program all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Male, Male, Uncle John.
Yeah, man with it, man with it, man with it. You are welcome. Welcome. Nice to
Nankandu,
see you.
Manodi long.
You look, you look
Aywa,
in the
Me too.
no water show.
aywa.
Oh my goodness, thank you. That means
Uh,
Zogak.
Because they said where you see the woman is smiling, peace will come. Motor that to be yeah.
Amen.
Okay. I mean, Bismillah, by His grace, let it rain, the rain of the joy, the rain of the
Mm.
Yeah.
peace, the rain of the love.
Yes.
You want me to tell you this the
Yeah.
topic, or Khalas, you have an idea? Hmm?
Yeah, I saw the topic, but I saw the topic. I didn't finish it. That I was like, let me throw my word in this topic.
Sure.
Something with the youth in the jail.
Yes, our
Mm-hmm.
youth are in jail. What can we do as parents? And then sometime لما نكون جنا في دخل سجن, we
Mm-hmm.
always label the child that this child become bad. جنا ده ما كويس تاني.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was a setup. Maybe his friend they set him up. So let's try to
Mm-hmm.
listen to them and see what went wrong. You know,
Okay.
what can we do in order for us to help those children that are maybe
Okay.
they're victimized, they become victims or something. Welcome.
Uh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, and thank you. It's a very very nice topic, and it's meaningful, and it mean a lot. That's why I
Mm,
try to to throw my stuff in there.
mm, mm, mm,
As a I always say, "ما في زول كعب." يعني
right,
ربنا created everybody, and everybody have a destiny. We do
mm,
have a different journey, and we don't know what's in there, like what kind of challenges we're gonna face before we reach our destiny. Everybody have
mm,
a different journey, and things that gonna challenge you, face you in your way, and you have to walk through it. You have to walk
yes,
through that fire, otherwise you cannot reach your destiny. And if not, we should look at the story of Jesus. Jesus, as a son of God, he
mm,
walked through all these things. That could be an example for us. He walked through it. He didn't escape anything, and he didn't avoid anything. That's a proof. Like, for you to, like, you can't reach the throne without going through there. That throne is not easy. And if your destiny is to reach the throne, then you have to
mm,
walk through that fire. But God will never leave you alone. And that's the promise. He will give you the strength, to overcome at the end. But في حاجات ربنا will allow it. And those kind of the thing he will allow it because that's a part of your journey. Is that what is gonna make you be who you are to reach your
mm,
destiny? And we could look at the story of the Joseph. Joseph wasn't a criminal. He was between like I Zol we're gonna think everybody thinking that Zol top, that's all mujrim, that's all maquis. This is the human being assumption. Like in
mm,
Joseph, Alkan Fisijin Makan mujrim, but he was there. His position required to be in a prison
right,
to
mm,
be among al mujrimin, and we call them mujrimin because
mm,
that's how you're gonna get out from there to reach where he's supposed to be. So he had to be
mm,
there, but he wasn't. And in the Bible, you can be one day you're gonna be a prisoner, the next day you're gonna be somewhere, and that's what happened to Joseph. فعيال بتاعنا اللي بيخشوا في السجن there, for me, I don't blame them. People that's why God said we should not judge. There's a
mm,
reason behind it. God said we should not judge. We should not
right,
judge. We don't know the root cause of that issue. We may think who Amal had a cap, but why God allowed that thing to happen? There must be had behind it. And if we
mm,
don't know what's behind it, we're gonna just consider like the cap or the manafe. Mafazol
yeah,
manafe. It take a
mm,
time, but after that time, everybody, yeah, and all is ready to fix themselves. If we could fix a shajar al ma'wuj, if we can fix it, at least to be almost close to be straight, then human being, we could do that with human being. فالبارنت اللي هم دايما يعني العيال اللي بيخشوا في سجن وكده ما يفتكروا this is everybody have time and things happen for us to wake up. Things happen for us to acknowledge things that اللي هنا ما دارينه. Things happen for us عشان to solve the problem from the root. Things
mm,
happen for us عشان to run to God, not to run away from God. Things
mm,
happen for us عشان to be close to each other. you know فمرات يمكن الجنة والأم والأب they are not close to each other. You don't know nothing about your child. لكن لما الجنة يمشي سجن, that's when you're gonna wake up and say, oh my God, I hope even كنت يا ريت يا ريت. But يا ريت is not too late. There's nothing too late. There's nothing too late in India عشان into to fix that thing. Don't consider the cap and don't listen to nobody in Jannah cap. The Jannah into Al Kaab, the Kaab, you're gonna fix it. Al Kwais that into you're gonna add on it. You know, for diamond and people have to remember Al Kaab into you can fix it. Wal
mm.
Kwais into you can add on it. فما في الجنة مجرم ربنا allow the جنة ده يمشي في السجن يمكن لو قاعد برا they can kill him, and that's gonna be the end
Yes.
of it. فربنا بيقول it's good to protect your soul and to break your heart. It's better for you to break your heart and have a soul to be alive. لكن لو ربنا شالك من الدنيا, then that's you done. فربنا will break that parent heart to give them that pain. لكن he protecting that child's soul. So that child gonna have a bright future. That child gonna have a long life tomorrow. If we really, really if we listen to the voice of God, if you really kneel down to God and ask God for forgiveness and pray for your child. It's only
Mm,
prayer is the key. Mafi haja tani, believe me, prayer is the key. Mafi key tani bigdari wadina. People can disappoint us, but God never disappoint us. People can they never keep a promise. Like in God almost keep his promise no matter what. If you listen to the voice of God and say this is the word of God, God time is the best. Wait for that time. Hatta lo God
mm,
that sijin may build that child to be what he's supposed to be. He may build that child to go. A lot of kids go to school from a prison, and then before they know, when they graduate, they already got their degree. But God allowed that because God knows Lohubara, he will be distracted. He can't get all this degree, but his destiny for him to require to get that degree. So when the Namisha decision, I'm gonna be deal wisdom, and then he will keep think about it. And then when he think about it, no matter what, but he will choose harder to make his life busy. And then as
so,
he choose school, that's his education. And education is the key. And he will choose the knowledge. A lot of people being to physician, they will get closer to God. ففي حاجات كتير people learn من السجن, and human being to not put a full stop في حياة أي child. لأنه when you
mm,
put a full stop, that's when God will start a new page for that child. It's human being who put a full stop, but not God.
mm. Oh, wow.
المفروض اديني فرصه لان انا جيت جديد وكمان كلين على طول ده كلام شنو ده
لا يا ما. Huh? زمن بيجري بسرعة. You
لا
don't
it's
even feel
okay.
it. Huh?
لا
I know. I
yeah
understand.
let
Now
كلين
we
على
reduce
طول
it to
كده
3
this
minutes.
is
Now we're gonna
okay.
reduce it to 3 minutes since there's only two of you guys. لغاية ما ناس يجوا بعدين.
Okay.
Now let's go back to Uncle John. Now you have your 3 minutes, Uncle John. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Amen mentioned, sometimes God intervene, to give Yalna Deris, to go to jail, or uh, uh, do you think God has nothing to do with this, or just
Yes,
the friends
yes,
are the one that causing all this?
yes. It is true. There are some
Mm.
God saves them when they find
When they go to
themselves.
jail. Okay.
When they find themselves when they were doing that action, They thought they have a father and a mother, and they have a protection. But when they find themselves, they have no any protection. They find themselves in jail alone, and then their mind, they begin to think. They began to think, they will find where they went wrong. And then in that case, if they find another way, like there is a school, and there is something they call like إصلاحية. إصلاحية يعني بدون دروس كده عشان هم يغير ده. في منهم ده اتغيروا من السجن وبيقوا ناس صالحين. كويس. There are some because from the lesson they learn from the prison, they change and they become responsible. They become good people. But what is happening in America now or in Europe, the problem, our kids, where they go to jail, they damage their brain with some drug and alcohol, you know. So if this attitude, this kind of there are some kind of drug and some kind of the alcohol, maybe somebody can change, but this problem with the drug dealer, and when they come out, when they get released, they cannot leave the group, because if they leave the group, they are in danger. They can get killed. Because the colleague without that, if any one of them got arrested, they will say this is that guy who left our group. Is the one who reporting us. So his life will be in danger.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is another case. That is another big problem that they are facing, and the child cannot tell the parent, please take me away from this town or move me from this city, because my life is in danger. You know, some children they cannot tell that. So this is the problem they are bearing in their heart. The children, they are suffering with it. Okay. Because if the mother and the parent saw their child as we got a group, that group, those parents, they need to move that child straight away to another city. Okay, because they said the child wide, one rotten onion will spoil the whole bag of onion.
Thank you, Uncle John. We'll come back to you.
Okay.
Now let's go back to Amelio with your 3 minutes. Okay. Let me unmute you, or you already unmuted. في كلام قبل قال Uncle John إنه let's assume that let's just say father is working night shift. So that means بكل مسؤولية بتاع to supervise the kids to make sure things are okay. Who need to be blamed when the children's involved مثلا لو جانا مشى في السجن will end up in jail or prison? Whose fault is that? Is it both parents or just the mother?
Honestly, to me, I don't blame nobody. This is like people always blame. We like them, and to blame, we are looking for excuse. You know, يعني المistake is mistake. لو كان mistake كبير or mistake صغير, لكن everybody contribute in that mistake.
Yes.
Everybody will contribute to that mistake. But we cannot blame nobody. The best thing we should not blame. We should just pick up من الحتة اللي حصل فيه مشكلة and see. الفرق that we cannot change it. لكن قدامنا ده I think we can change it. So we just focus on الحاجات اللي قدام. We should not even blame the child. We should not blame a friend حقه ده منو, because we see إن ما كنا هناك هذا ده حصل and we never يعني ما في rules ما في حاجة هنا, we put it from the beginning, then we should not blame. That blame is not going to help anywhere. Like, it's not going to take us anywhere. Like the best thing we have to be to it is not your fault. This is at that time home they didn't our comfort. They didn't need to comfort them to let them feel like what حتى لو we let them know that okay, this is not the end of their life. If they still have a chance to correct their mistake, Hagunda. They have a chance to do better than that. They have a chance to look back and think about it. But internet makes you to blame it. You put the fire, then you put a gas of fire, you're gonna make double fire. You don't want double fire, internet تطفي. فلازم تشوف الحاجة اللي بيطفي النار ده شنو. لو موية شيل موية كتير وطفيه. انت في حالة زي ده انت ما to elevate the problem. And if you elevate the problem, it's not even gonna be good for the child. And you to yourself, you're gonna stress. To reduce that stress, take a positive way always. Don't take a negative way. No matter what, humble yourself, even though no matter how the pain of it, take that, turn it to something positive. Make something good out of it. And let the child make something good out of it. لو في سجن وعنده فرصة يقرأ أقول له it is not too late. You are not gonna miss your school. You have a chance to go to school here. You still can do it. It carry that child. You didn't need to be a mentor for that child. And he need your mentor. He need your support if he doesn't they then. ما تقول له أنت جبت له فضيحة أنت جانا ما نافع. No. You're adding, you're casting the power in your tongue will make that child to be a جانا ما نافع. The power of the passion will make that child to be a جانا نافع. So people have to be so careful at the end of the day. Yes, they have to use wisdom. It's wisdom that you need to use, nothing more than that.
Wow, thank you.
Yes.
You finished. Even you have 24 seconds. Are you done? You finished.
Even yeah. This is what I was gonna ask. Yani, parents, bitana, they should. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, Lana had that. Yeah, so at parent bitane, they just have to really, really be careful. They have to turn to God. They have to be prayerful. God strange to Lana through strange we can do it. Don't matter feel don't feel anything bad and don't feel ashamed. Ashamed that is God is there to take the shame away from you, but devil is there to put the shame on you. So for you to challenge that devil. You have to challenge the devil to take the shame out of you and don't feel shame. This is not a problem. It's not a crime. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jamil. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Abu Leila, it's your
I done
turn.
it in 3 minutes. I became professional. I'm just kidding.
Abu Leila, it's your turn.
Okay. I hope you get this money quiz.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Guy Lam, for the wonderful topic that you came up with today. I also thank John and أنا أخوتنا أنا شو كويس بقيت عميان شوية. The rest were in a panel today. I hope كويس صوتي كويس مش ما قاطع.
صوته كويس.
I think it's starting.
Yeah, صوت كويس.
Frozen. أيوة. Frozen. Okay. Now a topic. طبعا the topic يعني very very important topic Guy Lam, and this is one of the topic that I used to follow when I was in Melbourne. I used to think very critically. And before I came to be a community leader, I used to sit with these young people and and talk to them and know what is going on in their life. And I believe the topic is talking about why our youth are in jail, mush?
Yes.
Yeah, so there were so many reasons through my studies. I found there's so many reasons why these youths of ours end up in a jail. One of the causes I can say is number one is a family connection. What do I mean by family connection? I mean the single mom, aunties, and uncle. And if you look around Guy Lam, you'll find most of these youths who are in jail, some of them are being brought by their family members. Masalan auntie, or their cousin, maybe cousin, or their uncle or kid. So when they come to Australia here, especially I'm talking about Australia, when they come to Australia here, then they will start developing this friction between the Zola Jabum who the Nisazato. They start developing that friction, and some of them will start, demanding, and they start even went to the extent even accusing the Zola Jabum. They know this is not my parents, this is not my mother. They went even to the government and start accusing. So then you will find that the relationship between the two, it is now breaking down. So at last, maybe the whole boy or the girl will start moving away from the family, and then when they are out there, they will start, engaging in those activities, and maybe they will lead them to the jail. So this is one of the things I've realized it was happening in many families in the family connection. Then the other thing number two is a language barrier. Language barrier. We find most of the kids who are coming from Egypt, most of them they know Arabic compared to the kids who came from Uganda and Kenya. And through my studies also, I found those kids who came from East Africa, they're much better than kids who are coming from Egypt. Because when they go to school, they will find difficulties in the language, and it's particularly Nasal Jam in Egypt. They'll find difficulties there. Then these kids will end up, with frustration. Because when they come home, you'll find even the mother or father maybe doesn't know even English. And you know very well in the Western here, you have a lot of homework. So they will come up at home, they will find no one helping them. And they themselves, even they don't know the language. So they will start developing that, stress and always they are behind the school, behind. At the end, they'll just, give up. Because there's no one helping them actually. So they will give up, they drop out from the school. And also the other thing also is school itself. Number three is school itself. The environment in schools here is totally different from us there طبعا في Africa. أنا براو. There in Africa طبعا school اللي هو teacher is like زي المثل العربي يقول كان معلم أن يكون رسولا. And a teacher is like it's like a prophet who can discipline you, and he got all the rights to discipline you and tell you what to do. But here طبعا the teacher here is just like a guide. They just to guide you. But they will not give you any idea on how to do it. But they just tell you do, and that's it. So they are not actually helping in the sense that Alendana for Africa. So you'll find these kids finding difficulties also in school environment itself. And the other thing also, most affecting our families in general, who are much at a routine, and we lack routine in our families. Let me say 90% of Sudanese communities, they lack routines. What do I mean by routines? Routines in at home zato. People have breakfast sakam, sakam. Those routines are very, very important. Now, if you have those routines in your life, then you'll be able to adjust the time. انت بتعرف تبغى الزمن عندك ذاته. مثلا انا بقوم ساعه كده، انا لازم اقوم ساعه كده. It will activate your body, activate your mind to do things in a proper way. When I would yeah.
We'll come back to you, Lana. We're setting up 5 minutes. Nasir Judat. And then we'll go back 3. We will give everybody a chance. So that's my God.
Okay.
Before I give my brother Sabata, you mentioned family connections, which include divorce, ممكن يكون جابوك stepdad, stepmom, and uncles, etc. Right? And then you mentioned the language barriers too can play a big impact. Like now we are talking about two things. When it comes to crime is different than to know the language. You see? And that's what the confusion comes from. You come from Egypt, East Africa. Children that come from East Africa, they're familiar with the language, right? And the people that come from Egypt, they're fluent in Arabic. But now, what is the connection between the two? Crime involved.
Yeah, the connection here is, when these kids are becoming frustrated at school because of the language barrier that they have at school, then they go out to the community. When they go out to the community, they start, especially in Australia here, I've seen a lot. Some of them go to the shopping center, they start stealing, Some of them go to start drinking, they start involving with the police, fighting with the police. Why? Because they are not in school. if they were to be in school, they will not be involving in such incidents. The reason why they are out of school, because the language itself in school does not help them. The environment in school does not favor them. That's why I'm saying the language barrier is vital here.
Okay.
Language barrier, they should have continued in school. That's the connection here.
Okay, but maybe in Australia is different, but in the US, like I mentioned before, I'm a teacher by professions, you know?
Mm.
So what you're saying now, I have not seen it from school, from public schools, you know?
Mm. Mm.
There's ESL involved, which is
Mm.
there's after school involved. الناس
Mm.
اللي most people or most youth اللي بيكونوا في مشاكل زي ده, they are the one
Mm.
that when they choose wrong friends,
Mm.
you know?
Mm.
Like
Yeah.
Uncle I said earlier, let's say the father
Mm.
is working night shift and the mother, maybe education is limited. See,
Mm.
children will take
Mm.
advantage of that, so they will start doing
Mm.
their own thing. But
Mm.
when it comes to language
Mm.
barrier, uh, maybe in Australia it's different, but in the US, most of the children, mostly they أصحابهم يا بيخلوهم يعملوا حاجات زي كده. Has nothing to do with the language, you know. But in Australia, maybe it's different, you know, based on what I see here, the public
What
schools, the US.
what else is Australia here? That's the main reason اللي هي بيطلعوا من مرسى, particularly in Australia here.
Okay.
And the place where I came from, that's the main reason where you'll find a lot of dropout from school, and a lot of kids do drop out from school because of this language barrier.
Okay.
They themselves, they have got little language to communicate, and when they come home, also they'll find also the little language at home. Then they will end up frustrated. Once they become frustrated, they leave for school and they go out to the community and start committing those crimes. They'll
Thank you. Now let's move to Brother Sabata. What's up, Brother Sabata? Thank you for being patient.
هاي كيف يا اخوي ان شاء الله انتم
I
كويسين.
hope you're not driving.
اهلا وسهلا. Yes, first of all انا عايز اشكر انت عشان انت ادتني فرصه عشان انا بدي اوبينيون بتاعي كمان في التوبيك الجميل. وبعدين انا عايز اشكر الاخوانه اللي هنا وبعدين الاخت اللي فيه. فسؤال بتاعك ده جميل with respect to اعداديات بتاعت عيال بتاعنا youth الهسه قاعدين في detention. What I think is this. There are a couple of reasons that constitutes to that. Number one, failure بتاعت parents to teach the youth to become responsible. وأنا بجي في ده بعدين. That is one. Second, what is called discretionary authority from الناس المسؤولين في المدارس or even law enforcement, the way they handle youth بتاعنا ديل simply because youth ديل are not originally from here. There is a degree of discrimination, and that actually give frustrate youth ديل, and youth ديل get all very rebellious to the system. Now, kalana bada ma failure bit parents teaching youth responsibility. Now, failure bit parents there, and what I'm going to say may not fall nice fi adana bit a lot of women.
Okay.
With respect to failure from parents, predominantly the weakness comes from women's side, from the females, predominantly, not absolutely all, but majority. And what I am claiming here is backed maaluma from even research al assassino. Most of the crimes that are being committed by young men in America here are young men who are brought up by single moms, all right? And that is evidence, al assassino, single moms or females are not very good with respect to disciplining males, okay? And I'm mentioning males here because most crimes are committed by male youth. Now, brother Brother Guy, through observation, what I have noticed is females are not very good in the upbringing of male boys to become men. Just like males, another in the EL, I don't think I am good in training my girls to become ladies.
Oh.
Their mom can do a better job in that. Okay? But when it comes to the male boys, I know I can do better in getting them to become matured men. Okay? And when I say men, I mean training them to understand what is called responsibility towards the family, giving back towards the family. يكون مسؤول لإخواته أخوانا الصغار, and disciplining them to listen to instructions. شفت كيف? And training them to be good citizens, not to be very lousy. All right, not to be that couch boy. Albesa zugeni aina inu TV ala game station all the time. Ma bihtam room bitao hajat bishikil zere. Hajat albesit besit dirasat albesit zere fil bet trains the child to grow up a very responsible person down the road. But one thing I'm realizing is that the females are very sympathetic. These youth, these male boys, and al-iyal generally هم بياخد في نوع من ثقافة بتاعت فوضى. al-iyal adapt, and as they bring this ثقافة بتاعت فوضى في داخل البيت, even في language بتاعهم, al-umahat play a very poor role as people who are trying to correct. Umun magala bodor betat good instructors or teachers to correct the children. All right, especially yalder kan biga gida khalfi umur 13 14 taban umungira batual and tanin del give out develop beards bedri. I think the females kind of gigun laid back. All right, and it is the male who usually step up during these times to correct them on some of the foul languages that they put in houses. If not get corrected, will continue, will persist. Ubadin hayat azol alma bishuf ma bainu muhima bitat who yukun responsible. Yani ma azu ay haja biamululo tehet. Ways further bitat kura kufiras tarbiza. You know, biala game station throughout mabazu kede wonusulo anything with respect to something al-mufruto biamul fi dakhil. Lakin the male people can do that. But now there is something happening with families, Guy. And what is happening with families is I'm realizing.
We'll come back to you. So we are doing 5 minutes. The bell ring. That means the 5 minutes is done. It goes fast. And then now we are going back to 3 minutes.
Okay.
I will come back to you again. Uncle John, it's your turn.
Yeah.
Our brother Sabata have said something very important. You know, sometimes most problem bikun maybe the mothers suffering with the children. Let's say 4 or 5 kids, and the father is not around. Al-ab khalas, he refused to take his responsibility. What's your intake on that? Do you think is it our singles mom's fault, or is it both parents' fault?
Yeah, it is the other issue that make the children also stress at home because they are under pressure. They wanted they are wondering why their father and mother they separated. Okay, and they want to say something that they want the mother and father to come to be together, but they cannot speak it out. They don't have right. So that is why I said here, surprise, yani to something called human right. It is like a saw. Who are they, Munshar? يعني اللي زو تحت بياكل اللي فوق بياكل كويس. ده ياو human right. human right لو اذا كان المرأة قال انا وصلت في الدولة ده عندي حق وكان يضرب تليفون ويجدع راجل برا كويس. العيال الفضلوا ديل برضه هيقولوا برضه ان احنا عندنا right. We don't want to see you with another man at home. كويس. When they see the mother with another man and at home يعني all the children they get cross. كويس. They get cross and they become angry. They take the jealousy of their fathers. كويس. هنا the mother become very angry with them because why they don't respect her visitor. كويس. So the mother will be very very much angry with them. كويس. And the anger that he has with the father بتاعهم ده خلاص يال ده ذاته بيجي بيزيدوا له هو بيجي بيكره عيال ده كراهيه بطال كويس. يقول له يعني بيشوف they're behaving that the behaving of their father that who she kicked him out. كويس. فهنا بيجي دشمان بين الام والعيال كويس. وكان ده بيت يقول ايوه انت بدو حاجه ده انا كمان بجيب بوي فريم بتاعي في البيت كويس. كان انت بدو حاجه ده خلاص. هم لما يلقى ويكنس بتاع بتاعه بدا حاجه ده يال ذاته خلاص بفرتك كويس. فدي ده برضه في ده برضه ده بروبلم كويس. ده بروبلم انا يعني لقيته يعني حقيقه مش زول قال لي. بعدين the other issue that problem انه قال ان هنا نلوم we blame the parents or blame what we cannot. I cannot be strongly say blame the mother. Right? We blame the system. The system cannot allow us because the system had been made before we came into this country. Right? And the system cannot allow us. لأنه نحن ما في زول عنده قروش عشان يقدر يأجر أساتذة يقولوا تعال درسوا يالله في البيت part time ونحن بكون شغالين. ما عندهم income. They don't have enough income to do that. كويس. So that is why the children cannot get support to reach the level بتاعت الكلاس اللي هم قاعدين فوقه في مدرسة. So that's the problem. The system that هو ما بيساعدنا هنا.
Thank you, Uncle John. Thank you. Now, Sister Amel, you have your 3 minutes.
First of all, I'm gonna ask for 6 minutes because I'm about to leave. Because I really need to put some input that I disagree with my two brothers. My brothers, all of them.
You disagree with them?
One of the things. Let me talk to Abu. Yes.
Abu
Oh
Leila.
my goodness.
Abu Leila.
Let me tell you one thing. يعني الناس اللي بيجيبوا من we are talking about youth. So I don't know الناس الشوفة bonded how old they are. And when they go to school, you could struggle for the first year to learn the language. It takes you 1 year to learn the language. It doesn't take you longer than that. نمرة اثنين الناس أبوهاتنا كلهم the majority of them they never been in school. فحتى إحنا اللي we learn جينا من الأهل هم ما they never been in school. لكن هم يعني هم قدروا يعلمونا بطريقة اللي هم they will let us know hey they will remind us. And somebody have to remind you, do your homework, do this. This is what's really important. والحاجة هم you cannot afford it. في أمريكا في الدول البرة ديل في volunteer في center حتى في after school there is too many ways. لو أنت عارف نفسك you don't know how to do it right you have the way. عملوا كل الways عشان البنات to learn. So حاجات كل هناك resources that are available. ولو هم if they don't use and take advantage of the resources there that mean الفعل يرجع يعني ما معناه في stress ما في stress الحتة ده. My brother Sabasta I'm a single mother. I've been a single mother. مين معنى ولدت عيال حقي. let me tell you one thing. لو طيب في حاجة واحد لو كان لو يعني في ناس بيعرسوهم رجال بيموتوا. لو مثلا بعد الشر علي لو كان عرست راجلي مات, am I gonna get excuse then I بيكون fail. I'm gonna get excuse أنا راجلي مات and I'm raising that child. جناي بيفشل. أنا بقول أنا عشان راجلي مات I ain't a single mother I cannot bring that child up. Come on يا جماعة, we have to be realistic. حاجة الرجل قاعد يعمله mother كان قاعد يعمله ما في different. God had done the wisdom, the knowledge, everything, the strength. And I'm a mother of 2 boys. Not even I don't have a girl. Let me tell you. Like I can, I challenge you, and I challenge everybody that Bugulaya male. You cannot bring your kids, but monitor me up to the end of the story of my kids, and you will see. It's not about how you can to bring your حتى لو انت راجل وما عندك مراتك ما and ربنا اداك بس بنات ما sometimes ربنا بديك بنات من غير اولاد. You're gonna leave your kids عشان هم بنات and you feel like you're a male, you cannot bring them, you cannot cook with them. That is the excuse that I cannot غلط completely. انت هنا في بلد you have you have to come a system مش a system. انت you have to learn الطريقة اللي انت تتعامل مع عيالك ازاي. وانتوا الجماعة ليبوا single mother ديل تعبوا معاكم جدا جدا. انتوا anything you guys put because it's a single mother. We are single mother لأن رجالنا كلنا مشوا back home. Let us be fact. مشوا back home and they married after us and they decided to stay back home وخلونا مع عيال هنا. Why don't you blame that man الراجل اللي مشى في South Sudan ده خل مرة هنا ب6 عيال ب8 عيال and she's doing everything. الراجل خلاها تكون single mother. She's taking care of those kids. She's paying the bills. She's buying clothes for the kids. حتى الراجل في South Sudan cannot afford to send nothing to help her and she's doing everything and she's still gonna be blamed. You guys يا جماعة ربنا بيسألكم في حاجات زي دي. We have to be honest and realistic. We should blame those men الخرج الرجال دي. Majority they left them to be single mother. It wasn't a single mother that they really want to be a single mother. It was single mother by choice. But this is what I want to tell you, my brothers and sisters. ما في حاجة صعب لراجل ولمرأة. حتى لو single mother, you look at Obama. It was a great example. It was brought by a single mother, and it was brought في ناس كتير. They brought by a single mother, and they did well. Do you know why? And a decision is one-way decision. It's not two-way decision. I'm the one who's gonna decide. I don't need another decision. So for me, with my kids, don't tell me that they cannot respect me. You have to bring them according to what Bible say. وبايبل لا تقال الأم ربنا والأم والأب. There must be a reason behind it. فأنت لو أنت خدت rule في بيتك as principle and put عيالك بهت, they will listen to you. Believe me or not, عيال حقيقة أنا بحتة بس they know what I mean. You don't joke. Teacher happen, teacher happen. If you want to see your kids see a good level, see a good condition, we couldn't do picture very well. You are the one who have to determine for that. They are not the one who have to determine for that. They may not know now what the picture hold for them and for them to work hard, but you are the one who know. So you have to put rules and putting down, and they will listen to you. You have to find a way to talk to them. You have to be so hard. Sometimes you have to sit down and talk to them. It depends. A generation you need to learn a strategic way. You don't yell at them. They will tell you don't yell at me. So you need to put them down and talk to them face to face. Like and believe me, they will listen to you. Believe me, they will do well. Believe me, they will do what you ask them to do. It's just we are the one who wrong. Because we are stressed and we always put the stress on them. We yell at them. We don't know how to communicate with them. Even communication with Anna is wrong the way we communicate with them. Tell them that do your homework. Put everything down for them and ask them, hey, my son, my lovely son, I know you got a good teacher. Can you do your homework? You need to create something. I said, to make the job. I said, give a pizza. I said, I want him to do his homework. And I know if I don't bring a pizza for him, he's not going to do the homework. Because he was acting, I say, you know what? What do you want? Pizza? Okay, do your homework and I'm going to come now. And I keep telling him, have you done with your homework? Namangali, I'm done. Tutoring, this is the pizza. And that's it. So we need to work with them. I know my time is finished, but I'm getting out of it. So this is what I just want to input. We have to be realistic and we should not.
Before before you go, Amel, I will give Sabata 3 minutes, and then I'll give Abulele 3 minutes, Sabata 3 minutes before you go. Listen to what
Okay.
they say, and then you can go.
Okay. Okay. I know I
Okay,
have to.
Abulele, it's your turn. Oh, sorry. Let me unmute you. Or you unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let me give a little bit of information about the language barrier. I think Sister Mel, I think she's since we disagree here. But when I say that a language barrier, it is through discussion that we had with the government and through community meeting consultation that we have done. Then we came up with this conclusion. The language barrier is the issue. Now, I know if you look at the history of Sudanese, South Sudanese, particularly here in Australia, our history now is 21 years. So most of us started coming from 2000 and onward. So we are 21 years here in Australia. So along these years, you'll find Murphy, and there was no any funding community activities to be done for the kids. But in the last 5 years, then the government started to realize, they are not doing enough. So in the last 5 years, the government started funding the community organization to uplift the level of the education in our children. So I'm talking this through studies and through consultation with the government and the community members. And the other thing also, when I say about school, when you look at the school kind of different with Sudan. Sudan and Australia, you cannot say we're together. No, it's totally different. The way school operate here in Australia is different from the way school operate in Sudan or Africa. So we need to put this in our understanding. There were a program being done here in Australia. Someone was sent from here in Australia to go to Finland. Because if you look at Finland now, I think 12 years now, is the first country in education in Finland. So someone was sent from Australia to go and ask the Finnish government why they are doing good in education. So there was only a simple answer. They say the only magic thing that they are doing in Finland is the message that the school is giving is the same message the family is giving. You know what does it mean here? So when the school is disciplining the child in school, the same discipline applies here at home. When the family discipline a child from home here, the same discipline applies there in school. This is why they are very good in school. They are very good in education. And then the other thing, as Vilma mentioned, Tani, because I've got a lot of points here to put across. The other thing, also, we have a lack of activities in our communities. And in Albetana, we don't engage them in activities. And also in Australia, you will find Asian are the best community in terms of education here in Australia. يعني كأنت مشيت في امتحانات الثانوي العالي, you'll find out of يعني من 10 the top 10 in Australia, you'll find 8 of them are all Asian. تبتلقى ممكن خواجه بيكون 2 يا مرات واحد. Like any of them are Asian. Why? They found that these Asian, they are engaging their children in activities, a lot of activities. يعني مثلا جانا بيجي من المدرسة, is straight away they will take that child to maybe taekwondo. They will take that child straight away to language or tutoring. They will take that child to any sport activities and will keep the child very engaged and very committed. Then the child will be having little connection with the community. يعني مثلا حاجات الكوميونتي كان قاعد يعمل حاجات بطال هناك, the child little engagement with the community. So that's why you find that Asian are very good in that. Then also the other thing, you'll find our parents, our guardians, that indirectly are putting community interests first. What do I mean by that? يعني احنا بنشوف المناسبات الكوميونتي هو احسن من شنو؟ احسن من شنو؟ من بيوتنا. يعني انت بتلقى عيال, I've gone through across a lot of these children are complaining. يعني انت بتلقى علينا ابوي علينا ماشي مع الكرامه, ابوي ماشي مع البكا, ابوي ماشي مع الحفله, يعني all the time every day just like that. Then kids دي انا بقى شنو يعني بقى ما في علاقه بين family. Even you as a parent, you know little about your children. So we are really indirectly putting our community interest first rather than our children interests. So it's really challenging. So we need to at least to divide the duties. If personally you are engaging in a community, someone at least should be there engaging with the kids. And also I think I don't know if I will continue. The other thing, I've got another point. The other thing also, I think I've heard some of you were talking about gambling. Yeah, of course, gambling is a very big issue now in our community, especially here where I come from. It's a becoming very big issue in our community. So gambling really destroying a lot of families, and I've seen a lot of families that are being destroyed by this gambling. So it's really very bad and need actually a solution. ومشكلة اللي هو الثاني بتاع alcohol or substance abuse also is becoming a big issue in our community. Once the parents or guardians are engaged in those activities, of course the result will be a negative to children upbringing. Now you'll be focusing on all those things and forgetting your kids behind here. Yeah.
Thank you. We'll come back to you. Sabata, you have your 4 minutes before Amel, because our time. Are you
Okay.
there? Yes.
شكرا. Yes.
Mm.
شكرا.
Mm.
أنا بس عاوز أتكلم على أساس إنه قبل زمان أنا mention كلام بتاع single mom ده. It was based on a research that has been conducted here in the US. I don't know, Guy, in a research, and the outcome of the research was that most of the kids that are brought by a single parent, and mostly predominantly the single parents here are into custody with iyal moms. Al assassino iyal are having trouble adjusting very well to the society. That was just more of a rule of thumb. That was pretty much an outcome of a research. Now, I was going to get into the fact that in our community at South Sudanese, we the men, we talk sometimes with ourselves, especially in the event we have troubled kids at home or youth. So when we engage with each other and we start talking to each other, we tend to always realize one thing, that the mothers of the youth are overprotective on the conducts of their sons. And when I say they're overprotective here, I mean sometimes when the male tries to get on top of the behaviors of the young boy, usually the mother will jump in protection of the young boy, and that makes the boys kind of feel they are getting protection, and they tend to continue doing whatever they are doing instead of allowing the administration of the father manifest onto the boy. I've gone through some examples, some experiences where the female, the mother of the child, would think, al assassino, for me to discipline this child, let me kind of be available around the child most of the time, go out with the child and do, ubiazo kalana discipline child, beteriga luga no can be discipline more child. Or maybe allow me to discipline the child the way I want to discipline this child. Shift a kif. And sometimes this kind of situation, male and female magi agree on how this child will be disciplined, I think has not helped much in our community with respect to disciplining the children to become good citizens. And then at a point when they become crossing to ages at 18, 19, they go and kind of hang outside there without any structured programs, and they end up doing some negative stuff, violating laws or and eventually the state goes rough on them. You see, and I agree with Abuela that usually when youth are growing and there are no structured programs, the Asians, most of their children are under structured programs. School is a structured program. They come out of school, they go for some activities like taekwondo is a structured program. They go to karate is a structured program. They come out from there, and one thing I know also, Asians are very strict with their children at home. on with regards to homework, schoolwork. So life become structured, and when you put a child in a structured program consistently, you discipline the child kind of to function within those structures. يعني بكره ما بكره بيجي in school حتى لو ما كلم له قال we are preparing to go to the karate or taekwondo, whatever it is, هو بيعرف على اساس انه this is there. هو بيبقى جاهز سندير يمشي فوقه. So هو قرب في this kind of structured programs. هو بيجي من هناك هو بيعرف وين do homework. يعني he has less time to idle around, unlike our children. براشر ومرايز برا وweed وبعدين video games وبعدين because crimes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. زمن خلص هاي. Amel, are you satisfied with the answer? Sorry, maybe let me unmute you or you mute yourself. We can hear you. Okay, now we can hear you.
You know, hopefully I will be able to participate next time. وعشان أقول لك when قال حاجة مهم جدا جدا. The reason I'm running away from the program, the reason أنا ما قدرت to participate all that time عشان أنا ما أقدر أمشي. I'm not يعني like I want to give to my community, but my family, my kids come first. But I have to give them in the practice. But I always choose my kids. Everybody, يعني your priority. You know, and you fail within your family, that means that you are a failure. That means that I'm the contribute at all. But I agree with the point a little good when people always prefer you know into ماشي بيكا ما بينتهي. حاجات كتير ما بينتهي. There is time for everything. Even the Bible قال a life is time and season. But time for everything. As much as I really love to participate في البرنامج ده, as much as I'm الفادة جدول هغير عشان I have to follow my kids' schedule. I cannot follow everything. You know, whatever I can do for my community is my next priority. Like my priority is يعني, but that's why I always, you know, at that point I click with you. Any other things I will come next time by God grace, you know. Yeah, I wish you guys everything. You guys keep doing a good job. I wish you guys all the best. I love all of you guys. Not the love of the award. It's from the heart, from the bottom of my heart. And their community haji is to get down and to help with them. But my priority is gonna be my priority. And if I fail with my two boys, tomorrow they're gonna say she was a single mother. That's why I want to challenge everybody. I'm a single mother, but I don't want to fail. Just kidding. Okay. I don't want to blame the story of single mother on me. Bye-bye. You guys have a good evening.
Thank you. God bless you.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's our sister Amel. Now let's go back to Uncle John. We go back to 3 minutes. Uncle John, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Somebody said earlier that public schools are not the way to go. Catholic school or private school is better in order for our children to be successful or to make it through high school. What can you tell us?
Yeah, yes, that is true. That is true. If our children were in a private school, so it could have helped us so much. It would help us so much because you know this public school, our children they get confused there. Okay, get confused. But then as I said, the system, you know, هنا زول كان يبكي يشيل مسؤولية بتاع حياة زوجية هنا ده بيكون زول رتب نفسه وعمل كل شيء يعني جاهز نفسه ده لما بيجوا بيلقوا شنو وبيجوا بيعملوا شنو لكن اننا جينا بالشنط بتاعنا بتاع بريف كيس بتاعنا اننا جينا جارين ساكت ما في اي حاجه كويس اننا هسه دي تقعد you want to starting from zero, you want to establish yourself. And also here بيجي مشكله بتاع عيال يمكن انت جيت بيال من افريقيا، انت جيت منه بصغار كويس. هنا برضه بيجي بيلقوا واجهوا مشاكل تاني. هنا تاني في مشكله هنا كانوا انت ذاتك مع المره بتاعك، المره بتاعك ذاته بيجي بيقول لك يا اخي انا اخترت انت بنوع غلط، ده انت مو يا زول كان ماي رايت تشويس كويس. بيجي بتاني بتعملوا ديفرنت بتاعكم ديفرنت في حاجات اللي بيستعملوه هنا. لو زول بقى يشرب شويه او زول بقى عنده اصحابه كده يعني سوشيالايز، يعني تلقى بيكون عنده مشاكل بتاع في بيت، انه زول ده معلوم تايم بتاعه كده كله برا، يعني بيبقى في حريه هنا، يعني زي ما بيقولوا في كروس كالتشر شوك كويس. برضه از فيسنج هاس كويس. يعني المدام اللي بيقول عنده رايد وبيقدر يكيك راجل بتاعه برا ده، he doesn't know في another big قنبله بيجي بفجر تاني فوقه. قنبله ده بفجر فوقه شنو؟ انه يالا اللي انت اتصرفت ابوم ده ذاته بيجي بيكون لك في مشكله في رقبتك، انه ما دايرينك، ما بيخلوك انت تجيب زول تاني من برا. هم they will always ask you and they will always get cross with you كويس. ده قنبله تاني قنبله مفقوته، المره كان المسؤولين ما كان عارفينه كويس. وبيجوا لما يكون فضل براء كمان العيال كمان بيجي بيقولوا والله ان احنا يا اولاد ان احنا قرينا 7 سنه ان احنا الناس المتعلمين اكثر من امهم ذاته، يعني they cannot listen to the language and the communication become very big problem.
Thank you, Uncle John.
But then let me can I finish the topic with the problem with Amel Gal who he's different with neither education ya jamaa bita Africa is different. Education to Africa انت you don't have any choice. انت ما عندك حريه بيقولوا لنا يعني human right عشان انت بيد صاير او ولا صاير تقدر تقول كلام على كيفك. في بنيه وشلود وفي صوت بيدقوا به كويس. It is not different. It is different. لانه انت لو نجحت تعلمت هناك في السودان تعلمت بغصب عنك، انت عندك your people are controlling you. ما زي هنا يال هنا كان جنا دقاو بيكون ابوه في السجن وابوه بعدين بيسالوه يقول تعالى اعتذر say sorry to your child. يا اخي imagine انا دقيت بتاعي كان هو عمل حاجه بطال، انا تاني هسه دي يعني عشان ايضا نخش في السجن ايضا بيفورس انه تقول للشال تعالى سوري عشان ان شاء الله will forgive me عشان ما يكونوا في السجن. ده وين ده كلام زي ده؟
Wow. Thank you so much, Uncle John. Abu Leila, we're going back to you for 3 minutes. But before that, there's a question from Wilma Lakugarshinu. Not leaving only the poor single mothers. Well, the father is around, not dead. So they still need to participate 100%. Priority to be given to the children. What is your intake?
I've seen, as I speak, I've seen I speak through experience. I've seen in Dialam, you'll find some parents or fathers particularly, they go to places, maybe to cafe, they sit there the whole day from morning up to 9 o'clock p.m., 10 p.m., then they come home, leaving their mothers, taking care of the kids, taking care of the family, taking care of everything in the house. This is absolutely wrong. This is absolutely wrong. You cannot leave, مرة بتاعك تشيل مسؤولية البيت كله. يعني يشوف العيال، يطبخ العيال، ينظف البيت. That is really bad, and I've seen it in Melbourne. I've seen it a lot. And we've been discouraging this individual to stop doing that. You cannot go every day, every night to play dominoes and play Costena. That's just wrong. You have to have time for your kids. I got my work with them, show them where they are living. And sincerely, let me speak to you now. We have some children who are now living in Australia, but they are not actually living in Australia. They are living in a village. They're just living within their environment. They don't know what is Australia about. So these kids need to be shown to worry mahalat, and they know they will learn from there. I really support these women who are really complaining about this issue, and I've seen it. I'm always complaining about this issue. I always tell them, stop doing those things. Give time for your children too. It is very, very important. Then the other thing, Gailam, who are the group, who are group, peers group. And you'll find عيال تانيين طلعوا برا المدرسة they'll start influencing those who are doing well in school. And they will try their best at least to get them out of school. And even some will reach to point of threatening them. And it has happened many times in Melbourne. You know, they threaten these young ones who are doing well, threaten them to come out from the school and to come out from their families and, you know, and join their group. That's what is happening with our kids. Yeah, you have to tell us at the end of the day, you will find these kids who are really innocent, who don't know what is the crime is, will end up, you know, in a jail. لانه بيقولوا قال الزول دائما البريء دائما المشكله بيجيو. يعني الزول المجرم ذاته المشكله ما بيجيو. الزول البريء دائما المشكله بيجيو. So you find most of these kids who are in the jail, some of them are really innocent. They have been influenced by the group to join the group. And also we have the issue who are community بتاعنا. Community بتاعنا is not a good role model. What do I mean by that? In our community, we have a lot of leadership fighting. نبي نشاكل مع بعض كتير rather than focusing on the issues that will affect community. We tend to fight for the leadership first and forgetting the issues that will affect our community. This is what is happening in our community. And the division in our community is really vast. People are really, really divided. Don't talk about Equatoria. Don't talk about talk about all these communities about all this division. All the division there. I have seen it and I have witnessed it. So for us to set a good role model for our kids, our communities need to be very strong. And you'll find some of them sometimes will ask you, Itokun, why you elders, they call us your uncles, why are you always fighting among themselves? يلا احنا صغارنا بنتعلم 200. You can hear they cry all the time, they're crying. So it is us sometimes telling these kids, so it is now time for us to start focusing and being a good role model for our kids. So they don't go to those things.
Thank you so much, Abu Layla. Now let's go to Brother Sabata. Are you there?
تعرف شنو يا قايلم؟ Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, I can hear you. Yes.
Okay, شكرا يا قايلم. Now أنا عايز أخش إتالو سميت جبال أنا زمان كان جبال أونسو. The second reason أنا نودي is the system itself, how it affects our life. And let me bring it from the level at school. عيال بتاعنا بصراحة كده هم قاعدين يلقى challenges في مدارس. وأنا I came to find that out clearly. في أوقات كده أنا كان قاعد نعمل translation في يوتا هناك. يعني usually when I'm around Utah في company كده بتاع Latino, it's كنا دي linguistica, something linguistica. فعيال الصغار ديل اللي جابوه من East Africa ديل أنا بعمل translation من Swahili لإنجليزي. And I've come to notice something. وبعدين حتى ديل الجيجا من سايت شمال وكده شمال السودان هناك يعني أنا بعض مرات بترانسليت لهم حاجات باللغة العربية كان يقولوا اسمها إنجليزي خاصة parents كان ما فاهم مثلا. فأنا لقيت حاجة يعني بالمرات كل ما أنا قاعد أعمل translation كده بلقوا في مشاكل ألقي قال they are fallen into trouble كويس مع إدارة بتاعت المدرسة. لكن أنا جاي لقوا على أساس إنه الترابلز ذاتهم من باقي فوق are not really troubles اللي كان بيستحق حاجة اللي كان بيشيلوا كبيرة. It's not really very big issue. شفت كيف؟ يعني كان مثلا تلقى لك واحد كده شاكل مواد خواجه ولا حاجه بشكل زي ده بيعلاج بيكبروا بيتلاول الوتا جاء من برا ده غلطان وبيكون حاجات عنه behaviors بتاعه وشنو بيكبروا حاجات. فدائما انا كمان بلاحظ على اساس انه الاولاد دي كانوا جونس لورا هم جونس على اساس انه ياخذوا منهم situations مرات يلتا خواجات دي جيبوا لهم لكن كمان يجي يحاول defend themselves or to fight back هم واقع in trouble. وبعدين في حاجه كمان انا لاحظتها على اساس انه طبعا في السيت بتاعنا هناك في شله ناس الجنرال pollination cell جنهم مشاكل يا مريل، وجنهم موف ان جروبس، عاملين فيهم حركات جانجسترز زي اللي هم قاموا من بدري. هم دائما جي بيك فايتس مع عيال بتاعنا الافارقه ديل، شفت كيف؟ وهم عندهم حركات كده كان بشكل they will jam you، شفت كيف؟ يجبر اولاد بتاعنا الافارقه دي لازم كمان to collect themselves to defend themselves. لكن البولينيشنز اللي ما بيعمل حاجه دي الخواجه دي لانه بيخافوا، انت لو عملت حاجه زي دي للخواجه دي هتخش مشكله. عشان كده عيال بتاعنا دي يعني as time go by نيتهم من جيفلو. افتكر زمن خلاص ماشي.
You can go conclude. Yeah, we have 3 minutes. 1 minute. كمل كلامك ده.
Yes, عشان كده نيتهم بيجا جيفلو من السيستم ذاته، وعشان كده المرات بيخليهم مخهم بيقفل من كلام المدرسه. They become dropouts and then they become rebellious to the system. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we go to our father, Uncle John, Morris, you have your 4 minutes. Welcome. Good to see you. We can't hear you. Unmute yourself. Okay, now you're good.
Now you can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, brother.
Okay. معلش الله بكل كان كيف أخباركم? How's everybody? Sabata, Mr. Sabata, everybody, brother Leila, our father there. How are you guys?
We are doing good, my brother. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Thanks God. Yes. How's the family?
Yeah, we are
doing good. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Yes, I
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for your view, and thank you for also inviting me to the show. Yeah, I come late, but I just catch up with you. What is the programs? I didn't read it, not yet. So you can put me on it, and just my tahiyya for everyone they're watching. So tell me what is discussion about the youth?
Our children are in jail, and what can we do as parents? Is it our fault that our children are in jail now, or whose fault is that? And then another thing, when the child go to jail, we always look at this child, he become a bad person. He's not welcome in the community anymore. Maybe it wasn't his fault. Maybe it was a setup. But we need to have a different thought. Welcome.
You say, brother, that is true, because I think I meet with a lot of leaders. I talk to them about our children, especially in America and Australia and Canada. Most of our kids involved with the wrong friends in this country. Yes. And they are facing so many problems in their life here. Last time I said our community, we are not responsible for our children. We see every children that is have father, mother. There's children that don't have no mothers, fathers here. Sometimes the single mother is going to work, and he doesn't know what time, who is coming here, who is coming home, who is not. So that lead the kids to to involve with so many things here in the drug deals. We have 200 kids at Omaha, Nebraska. I talked to those official, our Southern Sudanese community, to lead these children, because we can't lead our children. We need to hire more people in our community. If we really will have the community leaders that represent our children, will represent us, we need to hire more people to work with the government, too close with the government. Because if there's anything happen like that, the child maybe behavior, maybe just have mental issues, or maybe is angry with something, and maybe just friend involve them in just the problem that they don't commit it. So they need the defense. They don't have no defense. Yeah, we are the jury. We community.
Let me cut you, brother. And that's why we need people that are have expertise in that kind of majal. My brother is working now with youth. He's working with juvenile kids. He started human service, wrote the ones follow me. So he goes to Omaha and Lincoln. The thing here, we don't have people عليهم تخصص في health, especially human services. If we have people that are go to human services. Now they will work in that field because they have the knowledge and they know what to do. You know, لكن لما نكون the community ما في زول في التخصص ده, how is he going to help, or how are we going to hire people like that يشتغل في مجال زي ده if they did not go to school for it? You see, and that's why American بيشوفون إنه hey أنت ما عندكم ناس في المجال ده. You know, how are we going to hire them and work with the juvenile kids and حاجات زي ده. Welcome. Continue.
Yes, there's so many opportunity in this country. It doesn't matter you're old or you're young. You have classes to take. This course is very simple to take it. Yes, our community, because we depended to work in Lahama Halta, Lahama Sherikado, Shunu Bita, lakin we don't focus to work with the government. The government, even they have more work for us to do. They have another contractor. They have police, what do you call police and fire departments. All those, they have all those jobs. They have job. They need a high school certificate to do those kind of job. So for us here as a community, the Sudanese school, we don't have no community that the share value together with the government. They go to the meetings of the government, city hall, or the city of the like now you live in Kansas City. There's the city hall meetings every week. Every weekend they have those. We don't share those things. Nihna mina gul filan gal filan kida or filan umbar walai kida or kida. That is what do we have. It's already in our blood.
Exactly.
You see, we need to see the children when they go to the jail like that. We laugh it. I know. Did you take it time to go and sit with this child and see what is the problem affecting his mind to go up to commit a crime? Did you have moment to go and talk to them, ask you what happened with the family, and go there and pull the child, take it somewhere and talk to as a community's member? So we have so many things we should do to protect our children from the violence. You see, I live in a state of Wisconsin. With Somalians, Nigerians, Senegal, Sudanese, whatever it is, we don't have no child went to the jail because we go to the school, we tackle to the school, English as second languages, we go to we do the meetings, we create kids, we invite them, sport, whatever it is, we bring them together. We have picnics, we do every July, we bring all the kids to try to play the tradition, to watch whatever is they need. But if you're gonna tell me the kids, young kids, they are causing problem, we are the problem. We adults are the problems because we don't take no responsibilities. Our duty is to bring community to serve who? So community to serve the families, community to correct the families. And what is going on? They tackle the issues, single mother, somebody is in the hospital, somebody is sick, how are we going to deal with it? But people all divided with the tribals. And that is a problem among us. If we were not separate with the tribal issues, we don't have no problems. We can fix these things because we are jury. We are the jury. The jury they call in the courthouse, we are the one jury to help those children, to guide them, to bring them to the council in our hands, to counsel them in our hands. But we don't have those. We Sudanese, we don't have those. كدانش في اي ستيت في منو شغال في council, في منو شغال في another fire department, في منو شغال في police department. You can find maybe one or two people, but not all of them. Everybody is focused on alila fi mushakil min de, alila fi mushakil na filan umbargal kida. That is what we focus on. But the true thing is to save our children's life, we need to be together, and we need to hire the good people that they can serve the community. Don't be the community leader and you are not working.
It's true.
You need to take a job seriously.
Thank you, Morris. We'll come back to you. Now we are almost, we're going to wrap it up. Let's go to Uncle John. You have your 3 minutes, and I'm going to start dropping. We did 2.5 hours. Tell us what you have for the last 3 minutes. You have your 3 minutes to do your recap. Welcome.
What I can only add is, you
Mm,
know, when we need some of you guys.
mm,
I can to do this as a documentary and to bring and some example.
mm.
Even you can visit, you can see the children who are in the prison. You can record them. You can record their experience. That one. And when you come out, and then that is what you can help, because we have a young people are growing, Bodo. Yeah, they are going to fall in the same trap. Quiz. So we need them. We need the community that can from Shuluk, from Nuer, from Denka, from Equatorial,
Mm.
yani the collective committee. They can go and visit the prison. They can go and visit prison and visit those children, and then
Yes.
put it as a documentary and come out. What can we do with the government? Because government, what kind of government can help us? عشان
Mm.
children ده يدوم محل ما يكون في prison اللي هو كاب ده اللي هو كده ده يدوم هم حاجه اسمه اصلاحيه كويس. اصلاحيه ده يدوم هم ذاته يعني to help them with education, because you never know when they come out they change, they become a very very good people for the community.
Right.
Ways. This is the one I can. This is what I can put, because we now even you guy you can bring us the good boys. Yani youth. Can you one is mana to share this with us? I can
Mm.
who that no who yem one is the shabab bitao. Ways. I can to save those who are not involved as you know, our task, our work, our main work is to help those who are not yet committed crime.
Yes.
Kwezi can crime that we will become record better. Even in South Sudan, you will not get a job. You know, you avoid shoplifting, avoid this. Ashaninta, you never know in the future you can rule this country, because this is a free country. Kwezi, don't involve yourself on this. Don't do this. Stop this. Avoid this. Avoid bad group.
Mm.
This is what the community can do. The communities committee from different. Okay, they join together. They work together. They can have a good voice. The government can listen to them.
Thank you so much. You finish on time. I will start dropping you, and then we'll see you, inshallah, on Thursday, 8:30.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Uncle John. Okay, now Uncle John. Abu Leila, it's your turn. The dinner
Okay.
for the last, but before, let me put this up. Rose Key said that for change to happen, parents need to be honest and admit their weakness and failure as first steps, and the rest will follow. What can you say?
Your voice is a bit low. I couldn't hear it well. Can you repeat it again?
Okay, sure. Galino, for change to happen,
Yeah.
parents need to be honest and admit their weakness and failures as first steps, and the rest will follow.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. We need to agree that we have a weakness. And I would totally agree with Moses here. He mentioned clearly, our community is really failing us. They are really not us, these kids. They're failing our kids. Because we are not really engaging these kids. We are not even setting a role model to these kids. As a result, some of them will end up in a jail. So I really totally agree. We need to accept our mistake. From there, we can go ahead and start, rectifying those mistakes. Then the other thing also I would like to say, from today onward, my recommendation is we as parents, we need to start engaging these kids in a program structures. As our brother Sabata put it, yeah, lazima programs. so that they will set they will have that time. They will not have time to be in the community. Those most of the time they will be engaged in those programs that have been put. Kalmasando Riada, who are tutoring and all these activities. They'll be engaging in those because they need less time to do crime. Then also
Yes.
the other thing, us our parents, counter parents, we should minimize, minimize alcohol substance abuse. We should at least try to minimize it for us to focus on this new generation. And also as a community in general, I can testify that Kalamal Moses Galo be sure, if we have people in the court system there, it will help these kids. And I'm witnessing, we have got members in our community now in court for Victoria. So I'm proud that these kids who are now there, they start behaving well. Whenever they see our members in the court, they will start behaving well and they respect them. So it is very important for us to engage. And it's really true that Gailam, our government here in Australia, they really want to help us, South Sudanese. I think with a meeting with them, many of them are saying they want to help us. The kid is us who are failing ourselves. So we need to start, focusing on ourselves. The government is right there. They told me straight out, they're there to help. But it's us who are not really helping ourselves because we are consumed with the division, with the little shopping and nonsense that are happening in our community. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Bravo Leila. You have nailed it. You have said it all. I hope to see you again. We'll continue this. We'll do part 2 on Thursday, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, Abu Leila. Now it's time. Need the first Sabata. But before, there's another Sual Burdu comments from our brother Emmanuel. God, he said, "We the parents are the reason our children are failings, and we have to be there for them. Engage them in programs. Invite me next. Sure, I will invite you, Brother Emmanuel. Brother Sabata, what can you say? Are we the reasons?"
Yes, yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with a couple of things that have been said. Number one, for my closing statement will be like that. With respect to parents, especially the male ones, zahma fi biyut in the weekends marais إزعاج كتير في بيت وكده ده is a very bad example that should stop. كده focus ma structuring programs لعيال after school
Yes.
programs ومن برا في sports وحاجات بشكل زي ده. That is there. The other thing is, if there are women out there who are so sympathetic, sometimes males are trying to discipline youth become, especially the boys, and they jump in, let that also be checked. They should not intervene abruptly, arbitrarily or randomly. And Anna Command be encourage parents can attend the school programs that Yalbi, especially district schools into meetings once every month. Parents should start attending those kind of meetings to convey to the district schools harakat bit bullying and sometimes gehasil bit that sometimes go unchecked, especially can school administration is playing weak or trying to turn a blind eye on those kind of behaviors. And finally, كمان أنا بكلم قال يا أخي communities should engage on putting some structures للعيال. هذا if we can within our communities there are able people. As time went by, graduates in various fields, communities can always bring those people and put some workshops so that those people talk لعيال del. And these are pretty much things that I think that we can put together in addition to everything that has been said. And also encourage the children to go to church. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Sabata. Thank you for your input and thank you for your word of wisdom always. And I hope to see you again in part 2, inshallah, if you have time. I know that you're working, you have a busy schedule, but your word of wisdom really means a lot to us. Thank you, brother.
Oh, thanks for the compliment.
God bless you, brother. All right, now, bagana winter ya akhui.
ده ناس مصر. كل سنة طيب ما معلش ولا يا. So
before you talk, another
yes.
question here, Galo Asian community, what is it? Latino community, who including Mexicans, okay. Galo inu their kids become more successful than ours. Why is that? Can you try to highlight about this and then try to
Yes.
conclude whatever you wanted to add in the end?
Yes. Mexican community, they have their translated in at the schools. I go to the school, we translate, we have Hmong, Lao, Mexicans, Africans, all those, they need translate. Sometimes the young kids come from there, they didn't reach level to school, the English that they want. So encouragement to the schools. Mexican have community, very strong community. They speak Espanols. That the community to grow up the kids and rotan tomunda besa dumon fikulu ihaja. Because when you have the translate the yal fi madrasa, the classrooms, everywhere. As the like I live in the Naheta, California, all Italy go companies, whatever is, ul munia maskin, kulu Mexicans. So Mexico, they have right. The Hmong community, Lao community, they have all communities, very strong community. The Hmong, when the refugees come from the countries, they put them to their place. One place, they immediately the community involved. They take responsibility. Even those jobs to be working at a meat company or meat pay, that they don't want those people to go there. They go to school first. They have to go to school and in learning, and that is it because they want them to get the better job. For us as a Sudanese, we don't have those guidance. We come there, you are a sponsor, itakul nar pitak vita o sponsor pitak. وديتا في مع البارد المهم انت بنت تشتغل في العام انت بتشتغل في العام انت بتشتغل وانت بتشتغل لكن مدرسه عشان قال امشي اقرا في انجلش سكند لانجويج وشنو وبيترجموا له وفي ناس من كوميونتي جود كوميونتي بيترجموا لك انا اساسا في كده كده ما في we don't have that so Mexican عنده حق انا اساسا
بس busy working
ها
انا بكون busy working جسمك تعبان ما بكون time
yes we don't have no time. And our time is, you know, sometimes people say, Morris, like in the but we benefit those kind of things. It teach us a lot to know what is the inside of America, United States of America. Santa Bukra Bagdad Sado Akutani, Tabagdad Sado Janatani. And I spent this in Des Moines. There's so many kids in the prison. They're facing the deportations. Okay, where is the community? And as Begulana, community leaders, where is community? What is your achievement? The achievement you're gonna accept to be the community leader is when to accept the problem, to fix the problems of families.
Exactly.
You can't pretend yourself as a community leader and you are not doing no work. How that is gonna work? That is a problem we have. Because the encouragement, maybe yal the best mushkila to basi, lakin anu hakuma bishofu ma fi zol fi dahar take. Yala, who is going to help you? There's nobody. So if we have people in the community is stronger, work with the government, work with the police, go to the W2, if fix the new people come, how these people arrive, how things has been done, they decide. Akuma be careful. Like in us, and us. We are talking even our communities that register, just you register the community, but you don't go there and find out what the community wants. There's so many resources government can give it to you to help those children, counseling, tutoring, all this. We should have those things, but we don't have that. Where is it? Now they tell me where is Sudanese have classes? Where is children get tutored on it? We have to look for the volunteers to tutor our kids. We are smart people. Why the other people come and tutor your kids? So where is the kids? Our kids will learn the story of our story from where? If we don't help them. So let us now pull ourselves around. We are the responsible for our children. We brought them out, and we need to taught them right things. We need to let them lead with whatever they want to succeed. And when involved in the trouble, we will punish the person that you involve in trouble. What kind of problem? Don't do it again. He will listen. We will put it down and talk to him and guide him and say, hey, if you do it again, you're going to be in trouble. They don't know, because now what they watch is a shooting video, is a what they call game videos. People are not smugglers, police chase, all those gun smugglers. That is what the kids now, they're all in jail about. Stealing the car of people. So this time we don't have no community to be responsible there to talk to the police, to talk to this. Nothing, we don't have it. So that is a weakness of our as a Sudanese general, a Southern Sudanese general, or Sudanese. Because I'm no friend, Al-Barra Hinak, they're wrong friends. And if we don't guide our kids, even single mother, iyal sabab man bas makalam ta umata kitir mafi. And umat kullu ge kore. The crime, because they can handle it. When the child is 19, 18, he have freedom. He say, okay, ana move bara min bet. Mama bukra bekun shunu obekore. Leo nihna menekendi hajada bitahasal. Ya tradition pitana mufru anna betich leyal pitadna al-kef ihtiram. وما تحبش حاجه الزول ما تحبش نادى بنيه الزول سامبل ساكن ده بيجيب لك مشكله ده شنو guidance. لكن we fail in our duty, we have to accept it. نحن we fail. انا كده اشوف يا ناس زي الناس هنا في ديموي في تكساس في اسم شنو في تينيسي. I'm surprised. I am totally very upset. 2005 I spoke to the Lost Boys. When they write these 400 pages of the books, I'm the one recommended. I'm the one who was helped them to recommend this book to be read in Marquette University. The kids, he doesn't know anything. They come from the bush. They think that people live with the animals, whatever is. I say no, that is not true, because this kid was born in the farm, and from there to Ethiopia, from Ethiopia to refugees camp, they come, but they never see the city where is people can use the toilet or this. So if you don't explain something like that to the kids, how they're gonna know? So it is our responsibility to take all the community of Southern Sudanese. It's not every one Gabila. All the Gabila leaders, they need to come together to have these things. It's sports. Men than sport. As we have best people play in sports. Where are they? They went to NBA? Nothing. Creation department, they give the money for the sports. 2 years. Scholarship free, yeah. Can't tell about sport for every school, they give you the 2 years and free 2 years scholarships. That did we know those things? We don't know, because I'm not guiding for bed umumi. Can nas limu fi malmerisa kalas nas bekelimu shiti mu de filan kida fi Facebook da anna kida o de kida. Lakin there's so many keys in these places, so many doors can open for our children.
Thank you so much, brother.
Yeah, sure. So thank you so much, my brother. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll see you inshallah on Thursday.
God bless, my friend. Yeah, thank you so much.
Good to see you.
Say hi to the kids, please. Thanks.
Sure, I will. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Thank you, brother.
All right. Brother Majak, how you doing?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing today?
Very good. Thank you. I will give you 4 minutes because we're about to wrap it up. But I saw your you want to join, but I said no. I have to bring you. I have to bring you. Let me see what you have for us. I'm sure you have something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. That is good.
Yes.
Always you bring the good topic. That's why you give me energy to get in. So when I see you there, I see you write down there our kids, what is going on in special in Western Wall. Yeah, man, we shock. We are fathers or mothers, we shock. What is going on? We did identify it until now. Why our kids doing that one? We don't know. Every family in South Sudan, in Western world, America or Canada or Australia or whatever, even in Egypt, they are different today. They are not used to like we was our childhood. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened exactly. Let me tell you, my brother Guy, I got 3 children.
Aye.
I got 3 children. I got 2 daughter, a doll. The first one is a daughter. The second one is daughter, and the third one is a boy.
Wow.
I got 22, 20, and 16 years old.
God bless them for you.
Yes. The first one, very good. Very, very good. She's going to graduate in this month, in August.
What
She's going to
an
graduate
actor,
in high school.
actor?
Huh?
She's an actor, yeah?
She's actor. She's going to graduate in this month. In I'm very happy about her. I'm very proud about her. The second one, I'm talking about myself right now.
Yes.
And sometimes South Sudanese parents, they don't want to speak out. What you have it in your house, you don't want to tell the people. People, they can learn, or you can learn from people. People, they can give you ideas what you're going to do. Sometimes we surprise what is going on. The second one is really give me a hard time. It give me a hard time. Really hard time. I never expect that one. She gonna be like that. Never. I speak to you right now. It's my daughter. And I speak out from people because those stuff, you cannot hide it, and it's not a secret. That what I'm telling you, when you speak out, you're gonna help. Somebody gonna help you. Gonna give you an idea or something like that. My second daughter, she went to high school. She's very smart. Every year, she's 10 in the school, 10. She never missed 10 below. She never come 11. From 10 students in the high school, she's always there. Sadly, I feel she doing wrong stuff. I don't know was wrong friend or whatever. I don't know. She broke my heart. She been in drug addict. She doing a lot of stuff. She going crazy. She left the school.
Wow.
And she very smart. Until now, she don't want to go to school to finish high school. She was second grade in high school. She's supposed to finish last year. This year, she's supposed to be in college or university. But she didn't do that. And we discover she using drug. Right now, she's using it obviously in front of us or whatever. And we're fighting for.
See?
We've been fighting. I want to tell them your viewers, this is not a joke. This is very painful. Every South Sudanese family is going through for that one. I know a lot of people, they have that one. They have that one. When I came here in US, I bring my nephew too. It was little. My sister, the big sister older than me, passed away. And she was not married, but she made mistake with another man and she passed away. And I adopted that, my nephew. I bring him here in America with me.
Wow. God bless you, man.
When he came here, Guy, he broke my heart too. He broke my heart. Even right now, I have 5 years. I never see him.
Wow.
He was going drug addict.
Sorry, bro. Sorry, man.
And he went to jail and all this stuff. He broke my heart. I feel like I didn't do nothing. Like I did do nothing. We working. We survive. We put the food in the table. We do everything we can. But my children, they didn't know that and they didn't appreciate that. They go wrong way. What I discover right now, every family in South Sudan, they have that problem. Same like me. I'm talking to me. I'm not talking to somebody. I'm talking to myself. People, they can know that. That is going with me right now in my house. And my heart is broken, but I still encourage them. And I still do whatever I can do. But nothing coming up, no result. And they're getting 20. When you're 20 years old, my nephew right now is 35 and he's still there. 35, he's a man. And he's still outside right now. I don't know where he is.
Wow.
Sometime in the jail, sometime whatever. He filled my heart, but he's a man right now. I cannot talk to him no more because he know the right and wrong.
Exactly.
Same thing with my daughter. She know the right and wrong. When you come 20 or 18, you know the right and wrong. There are no kids. They don't know right or wrong when you start speaking. What you exercise to your kids, the world, what is going on in the world, you teach your kids, don't do this and don't do this. Don't do this. When you see your children is going wrong way, you correct them.
Sorry, my brother. Sorry to connect you. I have 3 minutes, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. But on Thursday you can come and we can continue.
Okay. What I'm going to say to South Sudanese families, this is a good issue. What we're going to do, I thinking we can deport them. That is a hal wahid. We can deport them in South Sudan. That is a hal wahid. That's what I'm thinking. Like right now, I'm thinking to deport my daughter and my son and my nephew. That's what I'm thinking. But sometimes I don't blame the families. A lot of families here, I know them. They are very strong. They are very completely provide everything. They have big houses. They have a big. The food is there. Everything is there. But the children, they don't want to listen and they go the wrong way. So sometimes I don't blame the families in South Sudanese people. They are not their mistake. It's a behavior of the child, what he doing. My oldest one, she never do nothing. She never give me hard time, never. The little one, the son, he never give me hard time, never. Never. She doing his homework. I never agree with him. Every time the teacher never call me about him, he get in trouble. They understand what he doing. But why the others?
I'm sorry to cutting you because of the time.
Okay.
We have time, but on Thursday you come, we can continue, inshallah.
Okay, no problem, man. I appreciate that.
God bless you.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, for cutting my brother because of our time. We can continue to give him a chance, inshallah, on Thursday because our time, we have to make sure that we respecting our time because they say time is money. Thank you all for a word of wisdom, word of encouragement. Your testimony means a lot to us. We are going to make some changes. We are going to help our family. We're going to help our community. But we cannot do it without you guys. We want your cooperation. Let's cooperate together. Let's try to identify the root cause of what's going on. Let's try to be open and let's be open-minded. so that we can figure out what are the things that are causing problems to our youth. You know, in every problems, there's a solutions in every problems, and every solution was a problem. Okay, so let's try to identify the root cause of all these things that are happening among our childrens, among our society. I thank you all. We can do difference. We can work together. I hope on Tuesday, sorry, I hope on Thursday we can try to even highlight and go even further to see, and especially when there's a lot of testimony. Whenever there's testimony, it give us courage, it give us wisdom to do even better. You know, our youth, our people said here, let's try to invite youth so we can find out the root cause, what are they facing. Not just us as parents talking about our problems, but it will be always good to bring them to engage with us. Let's try to bring them so that we can know the root cause of what are they facing. As we always say, there's a lot that we need to do. But if we continue blaming that the single mom is the problems, the father is the problem, the father is a drunkard, the mother have not done her job, then we have an issue. There is no way that this problem will be solved. Let's try to humble ourselves. Let's not point of who started. You started it. You started it. You started it. That will not take us anywhere. So, but until we humble ourselves and look for the root cause why our youth are in jail, until we sit down and try to say, my son, my daughter, I have wronged you, until we humble ourselves and accept our guilt as parents, then there's no way we can move forward. Until we sit down and try to identify what went wrong, you know, we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of work to do, you know. Let's humble ourselves. Let's try to make some difference. And the difference starts from you as parents. The difference starts from you as father. Now we always say that Asians they become successful. We always say Latino and South America, they become successful. Uh, us as Junubin, we have failed. If each of us, when you do your job as individuals, as you, every father want your child to be successful. Every mother want your child to be successful. So it is our obligations as individuals to make difference in our society. But if you're going to blame it on community or onto the community, we have an issue. So let's not blame one another. Let's not use the word community need to act. Community need to intervene. Community leaders need to do something. You are a leader on your own territory. You are a leader on your own houses. You are a leader on your own small house. So do your job first. Secure your surrounded area. Secure your family issue. Then from there we can move to the next level, which is called the community. So if you do not become successful, if you build bitak, your own house, how are you going to be successful in the community as large or in large? So it is us, it is our job as individuals to make sure we take care of our own problem first. Then let spread it, let apply it to general. Thank you. Please share it until we meet again, inshallah, by the grace of Almighty God, on Tuesday, on Thursday, by the grace of Almighty God. Please remember, God loves you. This is our job. This is your job. So let's humble ourselves and let accept our problems. Let accept that we are the problem, not only our children's. We have a role to correct. Let's correct our mistakes Let's correct our problems. Again, I thank you. Shalom, shalom. Until we meet again, by the grace of Almighty God, on Tuesday. Please try to share it and come on time so that we can give you a chance to come and tell us what you have. God bless you all. Stay blessed.